Oh.
So you never brought up any particular bowler. You just indicate about the greatest regional.
So when a public figure agree with St. Jago that I'm hating on Michael Holding.
No, man, that wasn't the case. May I tell you, that wasn't the case, man. You just said Michael, you think Lincoln Amel is arguably the greatest regional bowler.
All righty then, greetings and salutations. Welcome once again to the Sports Desk. The name is Euclid.
Yes, the name is Christopher Zidane Matthews.
Right, and right away off the bat, we're looking at Jamaica starting their innings. We have, I'm not sure who won the toss, but we're batting first against Barbados Pride in our second game in the regional tournament. Blackwood is opening for the second game running with Brandon King. We are just in the first over. I think we won without loss. Blackwood deciding to go to the top of the order is an interesting decision.
How many games are played in this tournament?
There are 4 teams in the group. I think we play each team twice.
Twice. Okay. So
there are 6 games.
There are room for error.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't want to lose too many though. We lost easily the other day.
Yeah.
All right, but I watched your school yesterday, Orville.
How them look? How the number 12 look?
Number 12 was, all right, number 12 clearly has talent.
Yeah.
But his decision making yesterday was horrible, my boss.
Oh, Lord.
He wanted to, I don't know what he wanted to prove, but he kept dribbling and giving away the ball. I don't know, 3 defenders around him. He's dribbling into the defenders, giving away the ball. But he dribbles well, he's quick, and I guess he has been destroying defenders all season. So he believed that this game is a big game,
right? And
him could get the job done. But in decision making, indiscipline on the field of play, you can see that it's a good team. But I think Glenmuir showed them that they could be a better team than them yesterday. But the game ended in a draw. It was a good contest, and at this stage of the competition, you're not going to get a lot of an easy game. But 2 good teams actually. Yeah. And the football continues to improve.
So did we play the better ball? Not
no, I think that Glenmuir edged it in terms of the better ball.
Glenmuir played the better ball.
Yeah.
All right, well.
And CC, the team who I think is the big favourites for the DaCosta Cup, and maybe overall in the island, they are the best team. They have gone through to the next round along with Froome. Right. Yeah.
Should be interesting. Well, Jamaica has dropped Marquino Minley from this team. So they've brought in Dennis Bolai. Dennis Bolai, of course, the back of the arm, left arm. People asking why they dropped Minley. Minley bowled 10 overs, 2 for 62 in the last game, and they felt that, usually the argument is you need spinners against Barbados. So Minley makes way for
we gave up too much runs against the team that Conroy played.
Bolai almost playing as an all-rounder these days because Bolai is batting fairly well. Bolai bat 5 and 4 and 6 for JDF in local cricket. So I see how it work out. I've been seeing reports that Tunisia has been expelled from World Cup.
I can't confirm it. I saw somebody sending a report and not seeing anything on the mainstream media.
I know that they have been threatened to be thrown out of the World Cup because of some governmental interference in the Football Federation. But I'm not seeing any confirmation of that.
No, I'm not seeing that either. No confirmation. But 4 days ago, I saw them being threatened by FIFA. That
even up to 2 days ago.
Even up to 2 days ago, yeah. But I can't confirm.
I can't confirm.
As I saw somewhere it was said that Nigeria would be the team that
replaced them.
Yeah, and I don't know why would Nigeria wasn't in their group.
Also, Nigeria not like Nigeria would finish second to them.
Yeah, so I don't understand why it would be Nigeria. Yeah. But I'm not seeing anything confirming that.
All we've been seeing is that the FIFA is warning them, don't let no government get involved because you could be kicked out.
But why would you kick me out because of government interference so close to the tournament?
Well, that is another question.
That would be just so wrong.
That's another question. And there you'd be punishing
the players.
The players and some of them government.
Yeah, and coaching staff and everybody else for something that the government is doing. Yeah, it wouldn't be right.
You say the same way I feel say you shouldn't kick out Russia because of what Putin and them friend them do.
No man, but
I see me not think you have to kick out Tunisia.
No, but since it's
because what the government.
All right. You see, if Russia had already qualified for the World Cup Orville and we're 2 weeks away and then Putin decided to go into Ukraine, would I support you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
we lost the wicket.
Yes.
Lord Jesus. Is who that out?
Look like the other man.
Look like Brandon.
No, it was a Blackwood.
Look like Brandon out card. Well, Brandon is sticking around. Make we see. We have calls up already?
Yeah, man, we have calls. So we'll go to the first one. Yeah. Johnny Goldburn.
Yes, man.
Good afternoon.
Euclid and Christoph.
Yes, so how you do, man?
Not as bad as you. Not as good as you. Not as good as you.
Yeah.
But, listen, Christoph, I'd asked you the other day, about a week ago, if you could check out some of this thing with why Manchester City got voted as the club of the year over Real Madrid. Unfortunately, you said you'd have dealt with it the next day, but it was the under 19 thing that we won.
Yeah.
In 2016.
In 2016.
Yeah.
Why is it now that in 2022, having won in 2016, or the men's and the under 19, we can't even qualify now? Something deal with this phenomenon, please.
Yeah, it's a good point. You have some under 19 players who are good enough to win the World Cup in 2016. And these players are not coming through. We're not talking about winning the T20 World Cup, man. That's merely qualifying for it. Look how you're right. It's a goal, bro. You're right, the boss.
Yeah, man, it's true.
All right, buddy. So I love to be brief. So, you guys expound on it if you want to, or whatever matters you want to deal with. No, go on again.
Yeah, man. Right. All right, good call. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
The thing is, we qualified for that. We won that T20 World Cup with a golden generation of players who all of them really done at the same time.
Yeah.
So no more Pollard, no more Gale, no more Samuels, no more Bravo, no more Russell.
Narine.
So, yeah, exactly. So we won with a group of players who were all probably on the wrong side of 30.
True.
And then all of them basically either done out of the game or
at the same
past them peak.
But we still should have at least still qualified.
True.
Yeah, man.
True. Well, I'm reviewing the thing with Brandon King.
You know, look like him out. You know, look like it.
The ball look like it not carried to me.
Man.
But with our camera thing, it's not supposed to. So, them still reviewing.
What does the rule say? It has to be conclusive.
Well, the umpire gave him out already.
Oh Lord.
So if the umpire give you out,
and the third umpire,
the third umpire have to say conclusive reasons to overturn
it.
But from it look dicey, right?
Yeah, man. Very dicey.
All right, Omar.
Yeah, man. Mr. Matthews.
Yes, Omar. What you do?
Good day, man. Did you say Rodriguez the other day?
I was wondering.
You were wondering?
Oh, it's not out, Orville.
Okay.
Not out.
Oh, it's not out. Yeah, man. It did look a little bit.
Yes, Kevin Durant interview. Yes, against the Bulls.
No, what did he say after the game against the Bulls?
The reporters were asking him that was it because the whole turmoil and everything with the club, the Nets, why it makes 8 turnovers.
Mm-hmm. And what did he say?
They need to get used to him making turnovers because the team send he's going to have a lot of the ball in his hand, and most teams are going to send 5 players at him. So they need the reporters need to get used to him making turnovers.
Why would they want Kevin Durant to have more of the ball in his hands when they have Kyrie Irving and the other gentleman as point guards?
No,
not Patrick Beverley. He's talking about the Nets now.
Yeah, he's the leader for the team, though.
No, but Kevin Durant is not a great handler.
For some reason, yeah. All right.
So what do you think about that comment there?
We don't know. Kevin Durant sound arrogant in his comments there.
Very arrogant, no.
Yeah. Because with Kyrie Irving, you don't need Kevin Durant to bring up the ball often and have the ball too often in his hand.
All right.
Because usually the point guards have most of the turnovers because they are the ones who take the risk in terms of passing and dribbling the ball up the court and all of that. Yeah. They don't need Kevin Durant to do that. They have, what's the gentleman name from the Philadelphia 76ers again, man?
James Harden.
No, man, he's injured now. He's at the Nets, man.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons is there, although he hasn't played the last 2 games. And Kyrie have 2 great ball handlers there. Yeah.
But as I say, let's say Western Westbrook make a comment like that 2 years ago, they still are killing feet up to today.
Yeah.
He said in an interview that I am allowed to make turnovers. I am the person with the ball majority of the time.
Oh.
And the media eat him alive.
No, well, I understand that Westbrook is a point guard.
Right.
Yes.
So for him make that comment there.
I made the point before now. When you look at Russell Westbrook turnovers per game, you know, it's not far from what Magic Johnson did per game, you know. So the point guards will turn over the ball more often because they are the ones who are taking the risk of making great passes to finding the open player, and they dribble up the ball as well.
And I think for me, remember the other day I told you that I think being around LeBron and AD is toxic, don't it?
It's toxic?
Yes.
I don't know about that. No.
Yeah, man, because listen, look how fair it is with that. You know, so last night, after 3 minutes in the fourth quarter, the coach take out Russell Westbrook. You know that? You watch the game last night?
Yeah, man. Yes, I did.
And the coach take out Russell Westbrook with 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
and didn't even introduce him back to the end of the game.
I agree with that. I agree with that decision because
why?
the team was coming back because Lakers had a slight lead and the team was pressuring the Lakers. LeBron came out, he made an attack to the basket, dished it to Russell. It was wide open and it wasn't close in terms of the shot.
Okay.
And so they wanted somebody who could at least give the defender some problem from outside. Which
I know it's all right that somebody don't want to get those.
Westbrook is the worst shooter I've ever seen as a superstar.
But the boss, LeBron the worst on the field and the
but you can't take off LeBron, my boss. So if LeBron...
You can't take off stop that foolishness for the people ahead of the
Once he want to take off... He says LeBron James must come out.
My boss, if LeBron James get a clear up the basket and he can't have from the rim, my boss. All
right.
I know I want to be objective about the team.
All right, Omar, take off LeBron when he not do well enough, my boss. Take him out.
I just said for me, my boss.
And keep Russell Westbrook out here.
I went Kevin Durant now play good. I have to take him out, my brother. I take out Kyrie Irving and my boss.
All right, sir.
And that's how the sports player.
No, sir.
Me doesn't ask you as a
no, my boss.
I should have asked Harvey. Harvey, you're more
you can't take off LeBron James, my boss.
Can't what? LeBron James. Brother.
All right, Omar.
LeBron James are 5 seasons ago when he alone can win the ball game.
Wait, say, come down here now, so if you get pulled with him now play well.
But if him now play, my boss, me tell you, me watch the game.
Not on this team. I see your point, but not on this team. Not at all, my boss. All right, big up yourself, Omar.
Omar, you're a brave man.
Brave man.
Kind of money after the fee.
Omar will be a serious squad. What the score here?
4 without loss. We're beating some ball. We're in over number 2.
All right. I will take a break. We're coming back. Boy, as I see the squad here for the Reggae Boys for the friendly against Cameroon, it is.
Yeah.
I'm understanding that there is a prominent company in Jamaica that has pledged to sponsor the JFF, both the male and the female senior team for the next 3 years in terms of cash. Michael Ricketts is the president for life.
Let's
sponsorship.
All right, since you talk about the squad,
Yeah.
name it.
All right, the squad is Alwyn Harvey, Mount Pleasant, Colorado Murray, Harbour UFC, Damian Lowe, Inter Miami, Demario Phillips, Mount Pleasant, Devon Williams, Miami FC, Dwayne Atkinson, Cavalier FC, Jamali Wade, Pittsburgh Riverhounds, Jamai Topi, Mount Pleasant, Javier Brown, Vancouver Whitecaps, Jordan Fletcher, Kevin Lambert, Lamar Walker, Malika Howell, Ricardo Thompson, Richard King, Cavalier, Kemar Foster, Warshouse, Kemar Lawrence, Minnesota FC, Peter McGregor, Dumbo Holden, Justin Masters, Miami FC, Trevante Stewart, Mount Pleasant.
And they said that team manager Roy Simpson has indicated that Kemar Lawrence has not yet given final confirmation saying going trip, but
they want
that's
him.
right. Included.
All right, not a bad score. They look at who would be available to you.
What's the story with Andre Blake? Him have match?
Yeah, because his team, I think they are in the MLS final.
Right, so
yes,
maybe that's why. All right, we'll take the next one. Mount Salem.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon to the listeners.
yes,
Yeah, man.
Mr. Higgins, I was listening to you and St. Jago call yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't understand why I don't know if you'll get caught up with this Nikita Miller thing, but you let St. Jago get away yesterday with what he was saying.
I let him
when he was
get away.
talking about Rai Frederick, Kalitaran, Ron Kanai, and what's the other one? The captain.
Clive Lloyd.
Clive Lloyd, right? So he was saying to you that Clive Lloyd and Rai Frederick is debatable whether they are better than Shiv. But Ron Kanai and Kalitaran is not debatable. But when I did my check, even if you're going to argue that because again these are the same people, Mr. Matthews, that said the Brian Lara era is the
toughest
era.
St. Jago, the man is wicked with the shifting, my boss. The man play against some of the greatest bowlers of all time. At least the man have to be consistent now and give the man him credit.
So what I'm saying, Mr.
He play against Mulitaran, Vaz, Glenn, Juan,
what
Donald.
I'm saying, gentlemen,
yes.
Mr. Higgins and Mr. Matthews,
Yeah.
even if they're going to debate that whether Shiva and them is better, but to come on the radio that Ron Kanai and Kalitaran is them and Shiv is not even the same conversation. I don't think it is fair to Shiv. I don't know why Mr. Higgins let him get away with it. Because when I did the check, Mr. Matthews, even in first class cricket and in international cricket, Shiv outperformed them because none of them have a 50 average, and Shiv averages over 50 in both farms.
Come on, I'm going to tell us Shiv era in first class cricket week.
No, but Shiv era in first class cricket is basically the same as Brian Lara era.
No, man, them
So
have a different.
why is it that?
No, remember when it comes to Brian Lara, with the reasoning different, you know. You have to remember that.
Right. So if Shiv is up for farming them, why can't Shiv even be
But
in
we've
the
had
same
that argument with them
conversation?
before, you know. I know the first St. Diego said that. I said, I can't get it, my boss. Shiv must be regarded as higher than them, man.
Yes.
Or at
Yes,
least it is a conversation worth having.
what he's doing is nitpicking Mr. Matthews because he's taking Ryan Fredericks out of it. Reason being, Ryan Fredericks averages only 42.
Yeah.
So because Mr. Higgins usually talk about when the average far apart. So Ryan Fredericks is 42, so he's saying there's no question there. But now he's going to talk about the men now with 47 and 44. While Shiv is 53 and 51. And again, you're talking about, but Shiv playing the era of the Glenn McGrath and the Muller and all these people of this world.
The era
So
that we say is the greatest era of bowling ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So are we reasoning for just Brian Lara? No, nobody else.
And now the reason is convenient when it comes down to the West Indians and the Jamaicans.
Yeah.
The objectivity gone.
And one last thing, Mr. Higgins, why is it that you're saying, the Dennis Bulai is in? Remember Dennis Bulai, you know? Remember, say he's the one that you would pick to play instead of any bowler that can play over Nikita Miller for Jamaica.
I am afraid to say Nikita Miller is a better bowler than Dennis Bulai, sir. Because 10 years from now, you might hear says because I have feelings I carry for Bulai by myself.
No, but what I'm saying is that I heard you were talking about Bulai coming from Minley. What I'm saying is if you're gonna pick him over Nikita Miller for a team, that means he should be automatic for Jamaica.
Here you go.
You don't understand the sarcasm.
I understand. But me not say nothing about Bulai, sir. I might hear say me have belly I carry for the man, that's why I say.
But they never say the first time the argument came up, they say Bulai called you and question.
Yes.
They say somebody tell him.
Yes, so and Bulai wasn't happy.
All right.
So I'm sure somebody go and tell Michael Rowling might just walk past me on the street and talk to me.
But you know, remember the argument.
Yeah.
You know the argument what you said based on the numbers, Nikita Miller is arguably the greatest regional bowler ever. You know, it's people that come in with names now. It's not you would put him up into Michael Rowling.
I never did me.
No.
Same.
It's actually you wrote an article and you came on the radio with it that you think Nikita Miller is arguably the greatest regional bowler ever. And then somebody called and say, you say Nikita Miller is greater than Michael Rowling and call some other names. And then you went into Michael Rowling numbers. Says never the comparison wasn't initially about Michael Rowling versus Nikita Miller from your perspective.
Oh, so when St. Diego say I'm just bringing up Michael
No, it's
Rowling,
never
because
you.
me have
It's
grudge.
never. Come me take you on the argument too, you know.
Yeah.
Me went for Ambrose. Me never went for Rowling because Rowling numbers not great.
Oh.
So you never brought up any particular bowler. You just say Nikita Miller was the greatest.
So when a public figure agree with St. Diego that I'm hating on Michael Rowling,
No, man, that wasn't the case. May I tell you, that wasn't the case, man. You just said Michael, you think Nikita Miller is arguably the greatest regional bowler ever. And then people started to come with names.
Oh,
And then when you realize,
Rowling?
and then when you realize that Michael Rowling was averaging 25 apiece, you jump on him and say, but Michael Rowling, you understand?
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yes.
People,
So it did go.
St. Diego, what does that do for you and the public figure argument that me just had pick by Michael
No,
Rowling
man,
because I don't like it? I didn't even remember them something.
That's so it did go, man.
Anyway,
All
St.
right.
Diego, me not think him going to be too happy with you and the public figure go worse. Because your duty where them is concerned is to just beat me into submission.
Well, okay, I say, me bias because I think me beat you.
Well, all right.
Good. All right, Tripping Port.
Big up Osano.
Yes,
Where
Tripping
you
Port.
Let's up on ourselves. Today, I go outside of the box and I'm going down in the final round of games that left for the Dakar Cup. Unfortunately, I can't get to none of them this weekend, but I have a prediction. I kind of figure out how I think the round is going to work out. Out of the 16 teams in another round, and now, which are going to have 8 teams that qualify, 2 from each group. 2 already qualify out of the 16. Only 2 already.
Yes.
Which is Clarendon and Frome.
Yes.
Which leaves 6 spots up for grab. And 11 teams are 5 feet in the car, 3 teams gone home already, you know. The 3 teams out of Yardcasters, Rusties, and the next school of Paul Bogle. Them 3 then stand a chance.
Yes. Same.
So 11 school of 5 feet.
And I have some interesting thing to share today. And I leave the best to last. I'm going to take on a bet with the money for man and take it on. The most interesting group out of all of them do a group one. The group with the Manchester and the defending champion.
Oh.
And
Gav must say they lost. Who they lost to?
The Central.
Yes, they lost the Central and they drew their first game. They're in trouble, you know, Orville.
Yeah, man, I know.
Yeah.
They draw with Cristiano.
They drew with Cristiano.
I think them draw them for the first game of the season as well, you know. Was it against Central as well?
No,
man. It was
Kemsil.
Yeah.
And from that day when I said, boy, Kemsil is a little known name.
Yes.
And the defending champion draw with you. From them time I was saying, you know,
they get Kemsil and beat Kemsil.
Yeah, but you know, you could see
from
them
the performance made you wonder if they were the same team or close to the same
but
team.
they improved. After that, they played a good game. I saw them against Spear and they looked very good against Spear.
Right.
I think Spear is a good team and they looked very good against Spear.
That's why the guy must embarrassment into the final last year, my boy. Me did want to catch them back this year if we go advance. So
Orville. Based on my prediction, you can catch them back in.
We can.
Because they will be playing Manchester with 4 points with a +1.
Yes.
Orville must say in third place with a -1 goal average.
Oh.
And they might give it Manchester, which I haven't seen the Manchester, but based on results, I'm still one the Manchester team, even though Manchester.
Me understand, say I do down at Manchester, you know.
Yeah, that's why they won't lose, man.
And Bradley Stewart at the technical. No.
That's what
Bradley yesterday walk up and down and take information.
Yes. So Bradley think him gone through already. Because that's them side in a Bradley group, you know. So Bradley, I do the analysis for when him potentially face.
Bradley, big up Bradley. I rate you, but I think you'll get a heartbreak.
You think so?
Yeah, man, I think so. Because Garvey Massio, I think, with the pedigree of them have and the returning players, I think Garvey Massio will beat Manchester to get one of those 2 spots. The trick, they were in that group, I just one team I pick is the third place Garvey Massio. I don't know who the next one will come from. Central against Cristiano is a tricky game also.
Central need a point. Central only need a point, right?
Yeah, Central and Manchester need a point. Both of them need a point. Yes. Manchester and Central need a point.
There you go.
But I think Garvey will get the better of that team there, Manchester.
Hey, no, you talk about that. That is going to be a big game in the about.
Central, but I got that point too, you know.
Yeah.
But we'll move over to Group 4 now.
Yeah, 1 minute. You know, remember we have just bet coming up.
All right, we have Glenmuir and give Glenmuir and Manning the 2 spot there.
I agree.
They're on 4 points, and +2 goal. The next 2 teams have -2, so I give them the 2 points.
Yep.
Glenmuir will be playing Edwin Allen and Seth Manning. But the trick in our Group 2, any man out there want to take a bet says Dintil will beat the unbeaten William Nib. We don't have a goal against them. Any man out there want to take a bet, I'm willing. Dintil will beat William Nib. Dintil in a second place, you know, even though they lost to Cornwall. Dintil will get a spot. The pedigree that the Dintil team people. Any man want to take a bet. Paul Bogle out there, I think Dintil and Cornwall will get the spot. William Nib, the unbeaten team without a goal, will go home.
Hold on.
Anyone want to take
William
a bet?
Nib not concede any goal and win them 2 first game. You think them are going to be the one eventually that will go home?
Anybody want to take a bet? William Nib will lose to Dintil.
All right, shipping point.
Anybody want
Boy,
to
you're
take a
controversial. Later.
Anybody
Them listen shipping point. Later, we got
right.
Big up yourself.
All right, we'll take a break. Justmet comes up next,
yes.
And then we'll come back to the call. All right, we go back online. Who do we have? Man from Uncle. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Good day. Man from Uncle, how you do?
It's not man from Uncle, it's Tall Man from West Palm Beach.
Oh, Tall Man from West.
Tall Man, West Palm Beach. Have you ever heard from Tall Man before?
Yes, and this is my second time calling.
All right, big up Tall Man from West Palm Beach.
Yeah, man, the first time I called, I was holding for like more than half an hour and only got the last 2 minutes.
Oh, sorry about that.
I have some people to start to teach some things, but let me start here. First, Etmire. By the way, good evening to all the listeners and both of your house and everybody.
Yeah, man, big up Tall Man.
Etmire should never ever, as long as he lives, put on a maroon uniform, much less play for the West Indies again. Because what I noticed, and it so surprised me to see a lot of, especially callers that I respect, calling blocking road and knocking pot cover in saying that the West Indies treat Etmire bad. These guys treat the West Indies team as if when they are picked to play for the West Indies, they are doing the West Indies a favor.
Yeah.
They don't realize that playing for the West Indies, you're playing for all the countries in the Caribbean. I remember Dujan, Courtney Walsh, big up on yourself and where on it is right now. I remember they were naming a West Indies team to tour. The World Cup was going to be kept in Australia. And they named a West Indies team. And left out Dujan and Courtney Walsh. I remember there was a time when
1992.
every time you call the sports program, most of the call used to be how they were victimizing and how they were disrespecting the Jamaicans. Jamaicans used to have it hard to make the West Indies team or stay on it. And when they left Dujan off that West Indies team, Dujan, now I'm quoting now from memory, he said after giving his all for West Indies team and in his farm of his life and not being picked for that World Cup, he said he doesn't see any reason to continue playing and he announced his immediate resignation from international cricket. And Courtney Walsh was also left out because back in those days when Courtney Walsh used to feel wherever he was on the boundary, when you bat a ball to him, you would bowl the ball in instead of throw it in. Yeah. And they used that as an excuse to leave Courtney Walsh off that team. And when Geoffrey Dujan retired from international cricket, West Indies selectors fearing that Courtney Walsh would do the same because just like now, following the World Cup, there was going to be a tour in Australia, just like what is going to happen right now. And then they needed Courtney Walsh for that tournament. So what they did, they hastily named a team tour. I don't remember which team toured the Caribbean at that time while they were on the World Cup duties. And they named Courtney Walsh as the captain of that team.
Okay.
All right, enough said about that.
Okay.
No, if you want to have something, I'll correct me.
No, I hear you. So you're saying Hetmire them don't have the commitment of that set of players. That's the point you're making.
No.
Right.
Can you imagine a man retire from cricket just because he didn't get to tour the World Cup and a man get picked for the World Cup with him little bramble average. Them accommodate him, he missed 2 flights.
Yeah, man, I don't think too many people can be sorry.
And then him down there in his backyard I play curry goat cricket and people calling this program in trying to build case for Hetmire.
All right, sir. I agree with you.
And next thing again, I wanted to mention is Mr. St. Diego. After hearing St. Diego yesterday, even with that Courtney Walsh, I said, you know what, as busy as I am, I have to call this evening. Mm-hmm. I remember even with the Harper Carl Hooper issue, I hear St. Diego go on other program saying, oh, Orville is biased against the 3H of West Indies cricket. Hooper, Shea Hope, and Hetmire. And them laugh and joke, and the conclusion they came to is that the reason why you're biased is because you're afraid Hope or Hetmire take Banner's job.
They said that?
No, that's what they said.
St. Diego go on a program and said the reason why I attack against Hope is because I'm afraid Hope take Banner's
he went down there and said you was biased about the 3 against the 3. Mm-hmm. And then the host him said, oh, it's afraid him take him boy Banner's job. And St. Diego now signed the agreement and laugh and said, yes, that's true.
That's the kind of thing that they do.
No. Yeah, no, I want to touch with St. Diego and this Harper, this Carl Hooper thing. They're trying to make the case that Carl Hooper was the special thing for West Indies. I remember
Yeah,
when
you have a minute,
Carl
Talbot.
Hooper was playing.
You have a minute, yeah?
Yes, I'm going to try to yes. When Carl Hooper used to play, they used to, the commentators used to say most of the time, oh, and he gave it away again. And one thing the commentators used to say, very few bowlers can give themselves credit that they get Carl Hooper out. At the time, he would come in and play the pretty shot and give away his wicket. So, Mr. St. Diego, you can put greatness on Carl Hooper's name. He is the greatest West Indies player ever giving away his wicket.
All right.
So there you go. Greatness on Carl Hooper's name.
All right, Talma.
All right. Have a good day, gentlemen. There's some more stuff I have to talk about. I'll try call tomorrow again.
Yeah, man.
All
Do
right,
that.
good.
No, I didn't know that it went and St. Diego them and but let me not even talk about the other station because I don't know me not do that. But the reason why I speak against Hetmeyer and Hope is because I don't want them in the team to take banners again. This is the kind of thing that they do. But the thing what you say against this man and about the holding thing in our bars, you would even know. St. Diego came on the radio and said the only reason, or he's thinking that maybe the reason, but even remember that interview where Mike did that car, is because I carry belly for world. Now Zidane, God bless him soul. Well, him not dead. He's telling us that I never me introduced Michael Owen.
No. People just came with names.
So how does St. Diego feel about it now? And how does the public figure who say he agrees with St. Diego? These people have the capacity to be embarrassed or feel ashamed? I think not. But they just love me name, brother. Me not even a white fowl. Anyway.
Man from Uncle now.
Man from Uncle.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
Yeah, man.
Afternoon, gentlemen. Afternoon to the listeners.
Man from Uncle.
But I listen to the program from back then till now. From Juliet Cuthbert days coming a year time.
Yes.
Zidane time.
Yes.
I'm going to say, when we hear us in conversation, we tell about the conversation yesterday, I'm convinced now I will. I said to myself quite a long time, you're a lightning rod to full car. I'm convinced. And I'm thinking that you're probably just that we don't know why people just start foolishness when they come to you.
It's not just foolishness, you know.
You know?
When I mean, talking foolishness is one. Saying that a man make 5 ducks and look good, is that's foolishness. Saying that Kemar Roach's defense is tighter than for Banner, I mean, that's foolishness. Saying that I carry belly for a man, that the only reason why I think Miller is a better regional player than Woolen is possible because I carry belly for Michael Woolen. That's not just foolishness, you know.
The man may come beat you now. You said that, sir. You have two things established: A level and O level.
Yeah.
When you say commentator, when you Mike Foster, good at regional, poor at test cricket. He say A level is test cricket and O level is first class or regional cricket.
Right.
And you can't tell himself, we have a line is a better West Indies player than Mike Foster.
Right.
After you test an A level, you know.
Right.
You understand? So it's a Mike Foster good at O and giving a great at the A level.
Right.
And he established. Then he never said no. Well, I never established himself, so he wouldn't consider Waverly better than Mark Foster. After he will establish a criteria, say, test level at A, and the other one at O.
Maurice Foster was brilliant in regional cricket, but so too was Miller. You could argue that they were equally impressive in regional cricket. You know? Even if you could argue that Maurice would have played in a more difficult time, so you give his numbers the greater thing. But for who he had to play, Miller was just as impressive. You know?
No, I'm not talking about the Miller part of it. I don't want the man to the A level.
Yeah, he was prepared to make his case and then go against it because he had to come against me. It's not just fool argument. There's another reason why they behave like that when it concerns me. Think about it.
Hold the line, man from Uncle. Don't move. We'll take the break. We're coming back.
Man from Uncle, you have less than 2, so use it wisely.
Okay, man. Yesterday, the man said the man is sufficient established himself. So the man perform well at the A level, and you bring the perform at O level.
Yes.
I come to the man, and the man is a well. Come on, for mid-25 and test.
Yes.
And we will a mid-35, mid-30s.
Yes.
No big gap that the man established himself at A level.
Yes.
Your thing where you set up, the man is, and you ask the man sufficiently.
This is the way they will,
himself.
This is the way they will reason.
Yeah, but second argument, 3 months or 4 months ago, someone put the program Orville and look like you have zero and pick it up.
What?
James Diego accepts the word means something. You know, I'm supposed to say, if I got university, Carmen Cooper with words.
Yes, he used to say, I must go to the university.
Yeah.
This is not a program about words. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
They used to tell me that.
Him finally accept me, you accept. Say, what me something in Orville?
Yes.
Let me say, I'm there, I'm saying, oh, Diego really test some boy. You see how you have some success, Orville.
Yeah. Eventually, they get the things them do me say.
You have some success. Now, Dennis Strong take over.
You have a minute.
Secretary. Dennis Strong take over secretary of the JFF.
Yeah.
Me expect better things. Anything other than that and whatever his name. I come from Manchester. Dalton win.
All right, sir.
Anything better than him. I mean, Dennis Strong will establish the thing and I'll fix up the thing.
All right, I could leave it this summer, boss. I could leave it this summer.
All right, Dylan.
Big up man from Uncle.
Jamaica 60th for 1 with Brandon King, another failure. Blackwood and Bonabati. We'll take a break.
Music first. Man.
Music. All right, so we'll move on now to a man we haven't heard from for a little bit. Economist.
Yeah, good afternoon, KRS Massive.
Big up Economist.
Yeah, the Breeders' Cup coming up this weekend.
Yes.
And the biggest horse in the Breeders' Cup is a horse named Flightline.
Yes.
I'm saying the biggest horse in the world this year. I'm going to go up against him in Menace's name. Life is Good. Now listen this, KLF Massive. Frankel, the wonder horse of the world. The biggest horse in the world history is a horse named Frankel. He never lose a race yet. 14 out of 14. And he's the man of the race, them and the A-class race them that him win in Europe. Make them rate him so much, you see?
The horse only ran 14 races in his career?
Yeah, win all 14 of them. He was trained by the legendary Henry Cecily in England. And him have over 100 hours in training, you see, running all across the world now. And him show the most stud in racing over time now since him going a stud. And you see what him earn at stud? Usain Bolt earned more than Frankel that Frankel earning stud since him retire year by year. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
And you know how Usain Bolt earn most of money? Not through the race them where him run on the track where we are talking about every day, you know.
Endorsement.
He earn it through entrepreneurship. Orville.
Yeah.
Based on what is happening in the NBA, see? You have a lot of NBA players. When they retire and the glory days is over, they have social problem, and a lot of them go through divorce and mismanagement of their money, and they fall back on the NBA pension scheme. It is about time we have a man like Rudolph Speed in the system, good accountant. We have a man like Dennis Strong in the system, good accountant. We have some man who call this program like Diego, great accountant.
Yes.
You have man like you, Zidane. You have man like me. You see the link up where we are going to have this year?
Yeah.
Orville, Zidane. More you put all of the man them who in your show who interested for share skills together for fight this inflation and this pension crisis where they're on the land. Pool have a data bank where you pool all our skill. And a man can say, boy, you know, say, economist never data, you know, and she needs some help, you know. You can help our work. We don't have no money thing, that's unconditional love through link up. And we share ideas and get the thing to the next level. Yes, sir?
Yeah.
I'm want you make sure, say, Orville, you have to set up the bank account by weekend, boss.
Tell you what you do. Leave the number that I had for you was last in our previous phone. Leave your number with the producer.
Yeah, but my time now, let me have something else.
All right, so what you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, the list. When you look at what go on a cassava, Zidane, you can't find a way to work for cassava for even a year, man. And give them some advice, man.
Kasafa struggling financially, my boss. They don't think they
No,
can find a way
man,
to
no, listen. Every time you talk, you have a thing named sweat equity.
I'm telling you what they're telling me, my boss, that I've heard.
Yeah, but look here, because them don't know management, the management skill lacking, man. You have a thing named sweat equity. You have a thing named mindset equity. We can pool resources together. Money never dead till the man dead, you know. We have to get some of them youth here from out in the inner city, man, and work with them through social programs and who can help, man, and get the thing to the next level. Because what is happening when you look at the list of successful sportsmen in the Caribbean? Bolton #1, Sterling, Gill, Asafa Powell, Nesta Carter, Veronica Campbell, Shelley and Fraser. All of them they come from Jamaica, you know. We have the potential here, but what happens is that we don't have the proper management skill to take the thing to the next level. We have over 4 billion tourists coming in at Jamaica. And you're looking at the inbound store, them. All the three, some they were Shelley and run at Olympics. 1, 2, 3. Nothing in our store for selling a tourist. We have to take the thing to the next level, Orville. We're afraid of money. You know things we're afraid of money, Orville.
I hear you, boss.
Because every time we talk about money, we have to make some money on the show. 1,000 times 1,000 give you 1 million. 3,000 times 1,000 give you 3 million. We need 3 million for the link up. All of the overseas man them just store 20 US and that come to 3,000. The local man them fill the gap and we have a nice link up come December. Our breeders cup that. All of the big journalists come in from all the radio station and we link up and see how we can take this thing to the next level.
I'm going to call you after the show.
Yeah, because we need all that teleton, you know. We need teletons from the radio, you know. We get money from the diaspora to build this, you know, man. Too much man are dead. You know, see how much man are dead. Man are dead. All right. We have some of them youth are Orville through programs like this.
Yeah.
Call it your outreach program.
All right, Economist.
Economist, pick up yourself. You're as passionate as always.
Passionate?
Yeah, man.
A life over death me I talk about, you know, my boss.
Then that make you passionate, man. No good.
Yeah, because by 2050, me dead, you know, boss. And now I come back, you know. But no youth are go there.
Yes.
All right, sir.
Take care.
Cool. I get now.
Yes.
I get. I get.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Not a lot. But that is the kind of what I can't remember what we talked about. So into it.
Yes. Economists make you forget your trade at that.
But anyway, first thing first. We see God Kevin come on this event against Sevilla. You know how many passing you have heard?
Yes.
Brother, let me take it. Hey, no. And you know, so I see some video with Maradona passing.
Oh God, do my bad.
I laugh, you know, brother.
I get none of that, man.
Can't pass the ball like Kevin. Cannot do it.
We would have one car like this before,
You remember? No, I come off a shot. Remember Charisma, Mr. Matthews?
Yes.
You used to have one Caribou on a thing.
Mm-hmm.
When chap, me see me have a couple of them there, and most of them people matter. And most of them they went to a football ball and put in their back.
Why do you think Maradona is rated by many as the best thing ever? You think because of him goal scoring ability?
Why?
His ability to run games and pick
up people. No, man. Me no reason why it's but another. But not one of them, but another alone. But we can't get in now.
Tell me why you think that Maradona is rated as the best.
One of the biggest reasons. Maybe I use my biggest reason, but remember, I think it's about. Me not give my biggest reason. Maradona do window in a time which way the whole world now watch football like we watch it today. And then was over the World Cup. Then feel like the World Cup was the end all and be all. So
no man, but I never
if you're magical in the World Cup, me tell something to your elder tell me, and just move on to my next thing. Me don't call the elder name. Well, we can't call the elder name. But the elder said to me, say, well, I'm in 2014. If I'm to do that in our 80s or 70s World Cup, them would have him done now as a legend. And that is very
No, Heige. You're not being fair to Maradona.
Move it. Hey, I'm going to come for you.
I bet you move.
Zidane,
Yeah.
after I show me tell her who tell him, we can't tell you that.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Next thing. All right. I have a touch shortly upon this Graham Potter and Camille here and nothing more. One of the biggest reasons why I don't have Edio like I don't have him, I know he's not born a born one. Because in the night top 4.
No, sir. He was being talked up while he was at Bournemouth for the excellent football that they played with limited quality and limited resources to bring in even quality players.
Let's have two other arguments for me like this. What I think. We have to ask the question. What is more impressive? Brighton being in the top 4 or Newcastle being in the top 4? If you have any sense at all, you know, say Brighton being in the top 4 is a more impressive thing than Newcastle being in there based on investment, especially over the last season or 2. Brighton was in the top 4 before Chelsea take part in. You don't want to forget that. And next thing, you have to understand, say, in Europe right now, Chelsea is an elite club. See? And normally an elite club has half managers. You have a few exceptions, like for example, when it is Solskjaer, Man U, Zidane at Madrid, Lampard at Chelsea, we can make an argument and say, before they got in place, they want a big manager. But, because they used to play for the club, we understand they get the work easy.
Yes.
Graham Potter is a nobody. When they say a Graham Potter get a job at Chelsea, and when they come from a coach team from Dongstar reaching the Premier League, you know them man a big manager. See? All right. Moving on now. Jack Grealish.
Hold on. We reach the break. We can't take the break and give a 2 minutes.
Yeah, man. We're coming back.
All right.
We're coming back. All right. I get back with you for your final minute or so. All right.
Yeah, Highgate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Jack Grealish. Me number one beat him the first season, see? Because as I tell you, if Pep signed 10 baller, I probably like trade them alone. Just come in inside and look impressive immediately. The majority of signing them, Roger, them Bernardo Silva, and Kanti, you don't even know them did the first season, see? So, then coming in and play better the second season. Grealish, this is second season, but Grealish just look like one big waste of money.
I'm not going to allow you to get away with this, I get.
You can't beat me.
No, man, just tell me, say me right, man. Big up yourself, Zidane. You're correct. You were correct.
Well, beat it. I may have one more admit, but with that, because my conclusion I will probably, but 2 other points. The second point is that, controversially, as much as I have a dislike for Sterling, would I rather have Sterling at one right now?
Here you go. Sterling would offer far more than Grealish, even though Sterling at times.
When Jack Grealish have a ball, some of the time them I say, it's like he just dribble up, he just knock it like, he just, he man on goal straight, he man on pass straight.
Bit part, you get him, my boss. Bit part player he has been for City.
No, but the flip side, before I get to my third and final point, Kadri, the other rotation in the middle are Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. Take Bernardo Silva out of the rotation there and put Gundogan and Jack Grealish in the middle. Just put Bernardo Silva over a wing, put him in the wing rotation and take him out of the middle. The only way to see Jack Grealish now, I'll put him in the midfield.
All right.
If not, it's not going to look good.
All right.
All right, I get.
Big up. All right, who we have now? Badger the Great?
You must be beat a chest part.
Yeah. Tell them about Jack Grealish, man. All of them man tell me, say, give him a second. I say, no, my boss, he's not going to fit into this thing.
Yeah, right, that's true.
Yeah.
What you say, because I was driving in and out of the vehicle, but me, you say, it's not Orville come up with Michael Owen this time.
No, man. Initially, it wasn't a Michael Owen versus Nikita Miller thing.
Okay. All right. So, San Diego, what you were thinking about this time, you're not right. You understand? But if you,
clearly neither
but if you were thinking about it, if you thought so with other people like Southie, Pine Action, what name again, Pioneer, then and me to a lesser extent, then you're probably onto something. But not this time with Olin. Courtesy of
you agreed with that man?
Zidane.
With something that... No, stop.
Zidane.
No, Zidane, don't answer.
Zidane.
Don't answer Zidane.
You
agreed. You agreed with a man.
Zidane, the schoolboy football now, Zidane.
No. Baggio, me I got talk, you know.
Money Cup, make
him get away this, you know.
Which one do you think better now?
This man company radio people agreeing with St. Diego that it could be possible.
No, St. Diego never says so.
That it could be. I said could.
He was thinking.
Then not the same thing name could.
No. He said he was thinking.
Baggio, in English language, could means that it is not, that it the same thing it means. Could.
All right, yeah.
Right.
Zidane, what may I say to you?
And you, company radio, agreeing with St. Diego.
I'm telling him wrong.
Now you find out that it is wrong. And me there, are you going to say, boy, beside against?
Yes,
Zidane bring it come.
Zidane, St. Diego, this time you were wrong.
This time he was wrong.
But
you never
ran
ran
four. Yeah, and at this time, St. Diego, because I agree with
what
your
is
thinking.
What you're trying to accomplish, my boss, it's not working. But go on to Zidane.
Let me say to you now,
You've embarrassed yourself enough. Go on
to
Zidane.
Let me tell you something. You're talking about embarrassment?
Yes.
Don't go there, boss man.
I am saying you come on the radio and I agree with people.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you, don't go embarrassment with me and you because me
can embarrassment not on the radio.
Yes, but me can. Yes.
But you can't come on the radio
and spread them kind of rumor. You embarrass yourself on and off the radio. Zidane.
Yeah, man.
Money Cup now and D Cup, brother. I'm saying to you, boss man, that out of the two now, because first time we used to say Money Cup was the stronger of the two.
Yes.
Right? No. Looking I don't know if you have seen enough D Cup games. You understand?
Is D Cup alone me do this year?
D Cup alone you do?
Yeah.
Alright, so we know say in the Money Cup the suspect they are there.
Yeah, man. KC and JC pretty much.
Yeah.
And Mona jumping this season.
Mona?
Yes.
All right, so let us put Mona in it now for this season. Yeah. But it was always KC, JC, and Georges.
No, man, Georges has never been in the mix for the last 4 or 5 years.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, they're struggling.
All right, so on the D Cup side now, right? You think say you have more teams now who coming up now?
Yeah, man, D Cup stronger. I talked about it on the YouTube channel tonight. Come like you tune in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the big up your YouTube channel.
Yes.
The big up the brother.
Yeah, go on, man. Go on. It's okay.
All right. We don't have a YouTube channel, brother. It's a go on. It's a go on. But we never tune in for on that episode.
Okay.
But it's a go on. But I think it's a question that is worthwhile asking, though. You understand? Yeah. Because we have teams like even York Castle.
Yeah, man. More quality teams are in Doncaster Cup this season for sure than the Manning Cup.
The quality of play is better, you say?
Yes, in my opinion. In the Doncaster Cup this season.
What about the all right, so the coaches down there now. Do we have because remember you know we say my boy they from Holy Trinity, you know. When name Devon.
Yes.
Know that him get a team where with more resources, he would think that he would have done a little better.
Well, it's the first season. Let's see how we will fare in the cup.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And well, so far Jerry not collapsed yet, even though.
Well, remember Jerry created an upset against St. Catherine because St. Catherine was the seeded team who drew with the big favorites Jamaica College twice.
All right. So
there's a big scap.
So Jerry will go and see him here.
Yes.
What about the coaches down there and the team? The coach for Mannings.
Is Everton Tomlinson?
The man come on the program one time, and I thought that he dropped a bombshell. Say last year the coach never have the team for that longer period to take any credit. I thought that should have been a follow up thing. What happened to that?
Well, the team, the industry is there from the start of the season.
Oh, so that no whole water. Then.
No, because the team doing well.
The team still doing well.
And they're going to go through. Based on what we're seeing, yeah.
Okay, so what about your chances of going further?
No, based on we don't want to judge them off for one game, but if they play like this, if this is how they play generally, they can't win the Doncaster.
They can't win it.
No.
So they just make a organize.
If this is how the way they play generally.
So the first time you seen them?
Yes.
Okay.
Wasn't special. Wasn't impressed.
Right. So can we move on? Who is going to win the League Cup?
Clarendon College will win 3 trophies this season.
Clarendon College win 3.
Triple Crown.
Triple Crown.
Yes. We're not seeing nobody beating it. Yes.
Okay.
Can we move on now?
And the Money Cup?
Casey.
All right, no problem. Have a wonderful day, sir.
All right, big up.
Yeah, man, cool.
All right. Score is 91 for 1. Over number about I think we're in the 22nd over. Yeah. Jermaine Blackwood and Bonner both in the 30s. Brandon King out for 25. All right, hello, Pelpa.
Yeah, man, Pelpa, man.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have man hold so long. I want to have them only for advertisement and them thing the bridging. I can't have man hold so long bridging. If you know so long with them thing, I don't know if you make man hold so long bridging.
Sorry about that.
You're talking about the Just Bet?
No, man, a while ago, with the on the line when I talk to Highgate and then I go for this one only for advertisement bridging. Yo, I can't have man hold so long, man. Money I burn out in a G.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, man, it's good still. But
you want me to give you an advice?
Yeah.
Put on one of the plans, then we give you a free car.
Nah, man, a plans me a van, man, but we still have to put money to it on
No, man. No, man, once you have on the plan, it no cost you, boss.
No, it not cost for pocket, but it cost for money to put on the plan.
Okay.
But what past that, you know?
Yes.
I listen to the program more time. Come used to listen to the program before oral thing. I get for rate oral thing more than phone thing, you know. Cause I remember one time when Banner thing used to call upon the program and talk about when Kuma Banner and sitting, you know. But you ever go on. You see, economists, more time when you listen to the man, you know, man. The man have some valid point more time than I have it. And when the man goes to boom and put it to you as a man pan the ear in a certain capacity. You have to listen to the man talk, man. The man have some positive and some...
So you're saying I don't listen?
Some good talk, Bridget.
No. Your advice is that I must listen when he talks. Yeah. I'm asking you if I don't listen when he talks.
I panic enough time here, man. Tell us, boy, you can rape and something, and I just stood there alone. Me, you say, give me a number and rape. I like the talk what the man gave to the son.
No. He wants to talk about the link up. Well, I want to talk about the link up, which
no, but he would have mentioned other things that the link up too. Where you need to do like him, I say, you're a man of a youth where in a certain capacity and whatever can help. Because, Bridget, I don't think you want to do for can get rid of that. What I think with your program too. You never used to want to talk something as sports alone. You used to want to talk. You see me, G? And when I say economists I talk about today, that can help quell certain things in our country and build the youth, them look more better, G. You see me? Because enough you thought they want help and them things then, Bridget. Listen to the man, G, and act on somebody think what the man has said, man. You see me?
All right, you said that I must act on some. Who determine which ones are acting and which ones are don't? Think about that when we come back after the break. Omega Radio now presents Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by EdgeCamp.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, so Pelpa, you said that we must act on some of the things that the economists talk about.
Yeah, man, you me talk about. I watch now. You the man I talk to and put certain things, you know.
So may I say, you never said I must act on all, you know. You say I must act on some.
Yeah, cause you must can sit down and pick out logics, the one them where you think you work just like how me hear my talk and feel like say yo.
But how do you know that I'm not acting on some, though?
No, but whenever you come and mention on the program, you say economists, you know, say boom, you talk about that yesterday and.
But me not talk about it publicly, my boss.
No, so how we gonna know say you do the thing, G?
But me not, no. But somebody advise them. Do I need to come and say people economists did said do this and I'm doing it? That's what you do want to hear.
You know, how we gonna know you do the thing then? And that me I said.
But me, I never knew that it was something that you wanted to know that I'm acting on. Now I know.
All right. You hear what you say, but
yes.
Yeah, man,
so now I know that you have an interest in.
Gee, me listen to your program. Said we, you know, me now what you say every day. Me tune in, you know.
Yes.
Yes, me listen to it same way. Enough time I hear the G talk. I remember when I mentioned about the local side them and Arnett Garden them and about the gym them and Arnett Garden don't have a gym and thing and people used to go over there.
No, he was talking.
He was go rent the gym and them thing there and.
He was talking about a pool, if I remember properly.
Me not hear you.
He was saying that some of these Premier League clubs must invest in a swimming pool.
Him talk about gym too, man. Him talk about a gym one too, man. I know about the pool one, but him talk about gym and I say, they said member them for the community can go use up the gym and whatever, pay a fee and whatever. And
I wouldn't have a problem if a man say a Premier League side must have a gym. Why would I have a problem with that?
No, I never say I have a problem.
The problem that I had was when he thought that they should all invest in our pool, and I'm saying that some players can hardly get paid.
Yeah, that one that got difficult. That's why I'm going to say certain things you can sit down and know we can work.
All right.
Yes, but yeah, so you never know say one here say yeah act on some of them.
I never know, but no, me know. I will tell you the ones I'm acting on.
All right, they go put yourself 6 people.
All right, Pelpa. Call us again.
So Jamaica 90 out for 2 now with Blackwood out. Guess how Blackwood out, people. Okay. If you had to take one guess as to how Blackwood would get out in a cricket match, what would that guess be? All right. He went down the pitch, hit a ball straight down a long half in the manner. That is how he got out. Are you surprised?
Well, the long half had to come in, so he never gone nowhere.
Well, here you go, long half coming.
Yes.
That them kind of out if it's stopping a cricket. Banner still there and blah blah. Andre McCarthy is the number 4 batsman. So we're 90 out for 2. I think we're about 23, 24 overs now. All right, old timer.
Oh, good afternoon, gentlemen.
How you doing?
Yes. The last time I spoke with you, I made a point, but I did not get to explain the point. The point was that I made that fat man Cornwall, when he plays for the West Indies, it is an embarrassment. But I never get to explain it. Mm-hmm. Now, when the rest of the world sees him on the field, they must conclude that our standard of physical fitness is very low. In other words, the standard we expect of our players to play Test cricket, as far as fitness is concerned, is very low. That is the point I wanted to make.
Okay.
Point made, sir?
I don't know what is embarrassing about that, though. I mean, what should determine whether a man embarrass you is his ability to bat and bowl.
Yes, but no. He has to feel and he has to run between the wickets. And physical fitness is very important at this higher level of cricket.
And listen to the point I'm making now.
Yes.
I would be embarrassed more for your ability to do things. When Cornwall was bowling and winning games for the West Indies, was he an embarrassment then?
Well, it's only 2 matches, actually, I can point out to you that he has really done anything worthwhile.
No. He has played 9 Test matches.
Yes.
We won both Test matches in Bangladesh, and he was very pivotal in both of those. And he also won a game, I think he was man of the match against Afghanistan as well.
Good.
So he's played 9 games, and he's had a big part in winning 3 of them. So that's 1/3 of the Test matches he's played.
2 of them.
No.
Bangladesh and Afghanistan.
But Bangladesh was 2 Test matches, my boss.
Well, 2 territories then.
And I'm saying
2 countries.
But it's 3 Test matches, my boss.
Yes, but
so I'm saying
teams.
It doesn't matter. So when he plays Test cricket and was winning, was he an embarrassment down Bangladesh or an embarrassment down Afghanistan? That's what I want you to tell me.
Well, overall, no. For those 2 matches, he was playing against weak opposition.
I would want some more. I would want Shea Hope to be an embarrassment and win 1/3 of the Test matches that him playing. I would want. Give me some other names.
Yes.
I would want. What name you know? Chase. We take the man. We take the game. Win or play a pivotal role in 1/3 of the games and embarrass us them with it. That me don't want to know.
Is it a requirement of physical fitness to play Test cricket?
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Yeah, you have to fit.
You have to be fit.
Yeah.
And here we have a man who lumbers on the field, actually.
You're not. I'm saying this lumbering man has helped us to win 1/3 of the game he's played. Why are you overlooking that?
9 Test matches.
Which is what he's been given to play. And he has helped to win 1/3 of those games.
Well,
I think he was man of the match in at least 2 of those games and was very pivotal in the other. Why is he an embarrassment?
No.
What?
When he plays against the top countries, he's very ordinary.
No, but I am saying. So so he's an embarrassment when he plays against India. Is he an embarrassment when he plays against Bangladesh?
Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
Is his fitness, his level of fitness, that we are prepared to accept someone with such a level of fitness?
As long as he can help us to win test matches, then yes, I'm prepared.
All right. Anyway,
if he weighed 800 pounds and can help us to win a third of, let's say he goes on to play 50 tests, and he can help us to win a third of that.
Well,
then I'm content with his weight.
I would like to see him on a test side again.
Even if he can help us to win games as he has done before.
Well, he's not going to do it.
But he has done it already. That's my argument. Why are you completely overruling that?
Weakest teams.
Okay, so if tomorrow morning we're going to play a weak team, you wouldn't have a problem with him in the team.
No, I don't want him on this team. He's not fit. He doesn't meet the fitness standard.
Did he meet? Was he fit when he was bowling out Bangladesh?
Them they can't play cricket, man. Those are weak teams, man.
So I'm saying, what if we're going to play another weak team tomorrow? Do you play?
Anyway, we're deadlocked there. One other point here now.
Yeah.
One other point now. The best all Jamaica 11.
Yes.
And you're saying that it is those who perform best for Jamaica. Is that what you're saying?
That's one way the side could be selected.
One criteria.
Yeah, one criteria that could be used. Or one criterion, if you want to get
But
specific.
the top criteria, the thing that is going to put you there as an all-time Jamaican player is your performance at the highest level.
I can work with that as well.
Because if I perform better than you at the higher level, then I'm better than you.
Yeah, man, I agree.
And if I can play at the higher level, and you can only play for Jamaica, no way you can be better than me.
But nobody was arguing that Miller was better than Holding.
Well, I heard you said you're comparing football.
Yes.
Now, in football, I mean, a Jamaican played football for Jamaica. He's playing at the highest level because he can play in World Cup internationally.
Yeah.
When he plays cricket for Jamaica, he can only play regional cricket.
Yes.
You see? And therefore you can't put a lot on his performance at regional level.
Oh, okay.
So you can't compare the football here with the cricket.
I'm doing no such thing.
Well, I heard you said it when you mentioned Lindy De La Pena playing in England.
If you're picking an all-Jamaica team, would you pick Lindy?
No, I wouldn't pick him because he doesn't play for Jamaica.
Has Lindy ever played for Jamaica? I'm not sure.
I don't know of it.
I'm not sure.
So that would put him out a bit altogether.
Old timer, before you run, somebody is asking me to ask you if you thought Inzamam Ul Haq was an embarrassment for Pakistan. Because
he was anywhere near this man here.
No, but he was less.
He was anywhere near it. Look here.
I know. Hold on, old timer. Yes. I know, but he wasn't as fit as you'd want him to be.
But much fitter than this man.
Oh, it's just Cornwall is the embarrassment.
I used to see Ul Haq running sharp singles and running on the field.
Okay, he used to run sharp singles. Inzamam, Ul Haq.
Inzamam used to run out half of the people, remember?
Exactly. I don't know what he's talking about.
Hold on. We have a thing.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Wait, no. Fat man.
No, we agree.
Over 400 pounds.
No, we agree that fat man is different.
He's dangerously obese.
Is he capable of?
Obese, he's dangerously obese.
Oh. Is he capable of winning games for the teams he plays for?
If you play against a weak team, yes. But against top teams, he's ordinary.
But who is not ordinary for West Indies when they play against top teams?
Outside of maybe Holder.
Outside of Holder when Roach are playing at the Caribbean. Yeah. Who is not ordinary?
What about Blackwood?
None of the batsmen on this team is averaging 40 at the moment. So they are all average cricketers.
Well, when they retire, we'll know whether how average they are or not.
No, but I'm saying no. You know, wait till Cornwall retire for farmer judgment and him ordinariness. I'm saying no batsman on the current team averages 40 in Test cricket, which is the standard where you start, say you're decent. But it is Cornwall, you say ordinary.
No. These guys are fit to play Test cricket. They have the physical fitness. That's the point I'm making,
What does physical fitness matter if you're not giving me the performance, my boss? I'm not picking an Olympic team, It's people me I pick for bat and bowl and field. And at this moment, Rakeem Cornwall's test match statistics are not as far removed from the fit man them as you might think.
Yes, but we have to draw a line and say, no, you need this level of fitness
all right, boss.
to get on a test team.
All right. We hear you all time. Thanks for the call, eh?
Thanks for having me, sir.
All right, we'll take the break. We'll give you an update on the Jamaica score when we come back.
Historical sport.
Number 5 at 6 p.m. Project on our and Wednesdays at 12
businesses. Or you have 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Let your community
Sports Calling Show, the Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, so we're moving on.
The KDH.
KDH. Hello.
Good afternoon, KDH.
Salutations and greetings.
Greetings and salutations.
I want to do, man.
What there?
Billy there, man.
Oh, Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Billy, I can't say kid. Billy, no,
Billy, no, I can't name KDH.
KDH, man.
All right, Billy.
All right, Billy.
Oh, man.
What there? What's up?
Before me say anything, I want to big up two brethren. Southie. Actually met the man the other day.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, man. So, look pretty cool.
Yes.
You know? Loud and cantankerous sometimes on the radio, but pretty decent brethren.
Yeah, you went to watch the Argentina game as well?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought it was then.
Me never go.
Okay.
We met up after that.
Okay.
A little ends.
Yeah.
Of course, I have to say, I ain't big up World Trade. No the thing between you and him, but so I go. Diego, and I bridge named Sean.
Okay.
Diego brought me on the ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he had to leave earlier. A bridge named Sean decided that I'm going to take me home. While going home, he said to me, "You have anybody I carry go to the airport?" Because I was supposed to leave the following day. He said, "No." The Virgin said, "Or yourself, man. I'll take you." And that was really commendable. You know, understand?
Yeah, man.
People don't really do that for people nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So I really respect that. Zidane.
Yes.
I hear Diego. I'm going to take on Diego now. Big him up, but I'll take him on now.
Yeah.
The DF Cameron and the relevant thing. Diego is eating humble pie, right?
Yeah.
And I realize that humble pie is not a pleasant tasting meal. So obviously, you know, he will want to share it. Don't make him share it with you. Make him alone eat it.
Why you say that?
Since about 2014,
Mm-hmm.
you know Diego's position on Dave. He believed that Dave wasn't doing a good job. And I think he also believed that Dave was the main issue why West Indies cricket wasn't doing so well. So
You're sure was that Diego had a problem with him and the big players not getting along?
That's a part of the reason.
I think Diego had a problem with him overall as the president. You know, Diego specifically.
You think so?
I think Diego had an issue with him not getting along with the top players that Diego loved. The Gales.
Well, that is pretty strange because I can't recall Diego commending Dave for anything.
No man, I remember one time.
In fact, if it snows too much in New York, I think Diego wants to blame Dave for that. I mean, my ears are on the ground, you know, and I'm on the Facebook pages as well. So I see what's happening. Even recently, I heard him the other day, so I went back and did some checks, and I brought up some posts that he would have made.
Yes.
And I saw one from about 2015. Mm-hmm. You were saying that the Prime Ministers wants the board, West Indies board, to be dissolved, and Dave Cameron is holding the process, and he doesn't see any reason why 100-odd-year board, you know, system can't change to something new. You follow?
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, we don't hear anything about, you know, breaking down of the board.
No.
Yes, I'm wondering. So when Diego comes on the radio, Zidane, and him say Dave Cameron is irrelevant, I know why he's saying that.
Oh, you think?
Because you see, when you're eating humble pie, you know.
So you say he must talking in the context of Dave Cameron can help us now.
Not at all. He just don't want to eat him humble pie all by himself.
Okay.
So he wants to share it.
Okay.
So don't take it from him. And if you are taking it, I hope you don't eat it. Give it back to him.
All right.
Please.
All right, Billy.
Make him alone eat it.
All right,
Alvin.
Yeah.
But one thing there, this virgin, there's that virgin that used to call the show. Kevin O'Brien Chang.
Yeah, he hasn't called for a while.
He would have called the show almost the entire almost the entire time Dave Cameron was the president. And he would call for one reason only, to trash talk Dave. Since 2019, March, I am not going to say that he hasn't called. I'm not heard him. Me not hear him. So
him not called since that which one?
Perhaps he would have called, but me just not hear.
He hasn't
which would be quite strange. What would be the reason why you not hear from him, you think?
I don't know. You would
don't know.
No. He was one that I know used to pressure Dave Cameron for real now.
No, man.
Constantly.
Zidane, from my recollection, Kevin O'Brien Chang have not called the show except to trash talk Dave.
I remember.
I may be wrong because I mean I've heard all his calls.
But all the ones where you hear?
Yes.
I Dave him a pressure.
No.
Yes.
Let me can say him call and discuss Pele too, who was the best of
Pele.
But whenever
that is
there's an issue, man, he used to come at involving Dave Cameron. He used to come at what Dave Cameron had, man.
Yeah.
I remember.
So I thought, you see, Kevin O'Brien Chang, it was a passionate West Indian fan, and that the cricket not doing well, and so I you can understand. But obviously that's not the case, because since the back of Dave, the cricket has gone south, even further south, as it was going down while he was there. And I used to tell people, it's not the president, it's not the coaches, the players just aren't good enough. I used to tell people that. I told Diego that all the time.
Yeah.
But him not bite. So I'm wondering, why is Kevin O'Brien Chang so silent?
He's not the only one who is silent. But I understand the point you're making.
It not bother him anymore, West Indies cricket. And the stage that it's in it now.
Good question.
Yeah. You're not asking them not to. You're not asking them not to take on Dave Cameron, but you say, well, they not be consistent. No, because we're still doing poorly.
Hey, Orville, you see, you know who I respect?
In the white ball version.
Yeah. Andy Roberts.
Yeah.
Andy Roberts.
At least him consistent.
I thought Andy was one of them who had a problem with Dave.
No, but it's not a Dave thing with Andy.
No,
once we are losing, you got pressure anybody.
Andy got pressure whosoever in the way.
It's true.
And that is why I respect Andy. One more thing before I leave. I heard Dave the other day, and he said, when we lost out of the little, Minos league, couldn't qualify. It was probably the worst thing and the lowest thing in West Indies cricket. I don't think so. I don't agree with him. And we don't disagree often. But I think when Michael Holding, after Dave lost the presidency, when Michael Holding came, I don't know if it was social media or where he went, but he said he and his wife drank champagne in celebration at the demise of his own black brother. That was the lowest, and I don't think anything can beat that.
Man, you're only saying this because you carry belly for Michael Holding from long time. There are people who might think so. Yeah.
I mean, me I see Mikey from way back when. Yeah. And Michael Holding is one of my favorite all-time cricketers and fast bowlers. West Indian, that is. You understand? We don't have no issues. Let me tell you about me. You see me?
No, I'm not saying you're doing it, but people listening on now may very well come to that.
You're saying this in sarcasm. Okay.
Yes, man. People listening on now may ascribe your thing.
Yes.
To say a belly I carry from Mikey from. I might
at
find a reason, something where you didn't him said to you 15 years ago.
Yeah. Not at all, man. But
there are people out there like that.
That never look good on the part of Michael Holding.
Yeah.
Never look good at all. I never like it. You understand? You come out publicly saying that you're celebrating a man who got you see him school there, see him Jamaican, Kingstonian.
Do they have some kind of history?
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if any. Okay. I don't know if any. I asked Dave and Dave.
When they say history, what do you mean?
Like any bad blood.
No, man, it's
something came up at one point, man.
I don't know.
I'll have to go back, but something came up and Michael would have had some issues with Dave.
Yeah. But whether or not there are issues. I mean, as a professional, as Michael Holding, you don't come out and say that.
Yes,
you don't do that.
You stick to on-the-field issues. If you have a problem with the presidency, you talk about the on-the-field thing.
Yeah, man. It doesn't look good. And to me, that's the lowest thing in the West Indies cricket so far.
Okay.
A legend like Michael Holding to come out and do that. No.
All right, Billy. Good to hear you.
Yeah, man. All right, good. We'll catch you again.
Yeah, man. So we're gone 120 out for 2. Bonner is on 52 not out. And Andre McCarthy gone about 18 and things. So we're doing fairly well. Take a break. We're coming back. All right, so we move on now. We have below average.
Hello?
Below average. How you do?
Good afternoon, Kaylace Massive.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Orville.
Yes.
You know, when speaking to somebody and you use sarcasm, it is considered by some to be rude, right?
No, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Okay.
I didn't know that was a rule about sarcastic.
No, that's why I say it is considered by some to be rude. To be rude, R-U-D-E, rude.
I wasn't aware.
Okay. Let me ask you. I'm not stay long on this. Let me ask. How a person who is playing professional sports and they don't do the event is not shot put, discus, or wrestling, and they're supposed to be training regularly, perhaps every day, and they are able to gain so much weight like the cricketer that you people keep talking about.
I don't know why. I don't know why I've gained so much weight. I don't know.
And you're supposed to exercise make you burn calories and them things. So how? I understand if you're not a wrestler or discus or shot put, how you gain so much weight and you train every day?
Well, I don't know the answer.
He might eat the wrong things. He been disciplined in terms of his diet. That's not clear.
I'm probably the amount of work when
putting. See him on TV. Anyway,
him get bigger for true.
My thing, but I wonder.
Well, them same get bigger for true, you know.
It look it else to me.
Anyway, we'll move on quickly. The sarcasm boom. The cricketer, what is me talk about again? Me have them in a meeting, but me want to slip me. Oh, Zidane, you watched the PSG game yesterday?
No.
You see the goal that Mbappe score?
No.
You see the highlight?
Remember I was at Dakar Cup. No, me not watch the highlight.
Oh, okay. Because you're one of them person by me talk about him, you know. You seem to not rate him that much. That's what me deduce from how you did that talk.
You know the irony in that?
Yeah.
Me tell people saying better than the one Haaland that them hyping. No, actually.
Me think him the best forward in the world.
I could give you that.
The whole when we talk about him and Messi the time when made it.
That is the problem. So when I talk about him, just not call Messi.
Oh, okay. So when me watch him yesterday, me deliberately watch the PSG game. Real Madrid are my team, you know, but me know not never in the game against Scotland, against the Scottish team.
Yeah.
So me deliberately just no bother with that and watch the PSG game because I want to look again and say, what me I miss? Listen, try watch the game and look for him yesterday and look for Messi.
No, me can't use yesterday alone.
Look here, you see right out of PSG, Zidane?
Yes.
This youth, when this youth pick up the ball and the attacking third, you know, all when him there, and people talk about him not have no skill. Look when do the two players yesterday when him score. Look, one of the first one, run up on him is a salad him get. The second one, him left him on him posterior. And them say him can't finish properly. Look on the finish from 20, at least 19, 20 yards.
Him top 3 in the world, man. Top 3, top 4 for sure.
So, look here. Messi no dangerous like this brother right now in the attacking third. This brother is deadly. But anyway.
But you realize that Neymar and Mbappe are playing ahead of Messi. Messi is playing now withdrawn.
Fine.
So Messi not going to get on the score sheet as
look,
much.
You see Messi, he has slowed down.
Yes.
Me I go say significantly.
No, so him not get into the 18-yard box as much as he did.
Right, and him a play a withdrawn. Right?
Yes.
So that makes Mbappe quick, big, strong, powerful. No man, normal man.
However, do a bit of it. You see, once Messi get in and around the 18-yard box, him still the most dangerous man.
No, well, Messi get in and around it yesterday, and when he make the shot, him will all feel like him and say, I mean, really keep that man.
Me know what? Me know the little football, so. Because
anyway,
if you look at the entire season, Messi has been.
Hey, me I look out for this youth in the World Cup, you know. A long time I rate him, you know, and you see me coming and just get up and just rate ball and say, you know, me watch you over time, you know, over a period of time. You see now, me get up and say, and come out with it and say, me feel him the best one in the world. A long time, I have it a tie with the thought, you know. But me now openly say it. I'm ready to say it now.
But you're convinced now. All right.
But before the World Cup, me I say, no, we're going to have no, I'm going to go to the World Cup and him not play. And then me have to eat my words.
No, when do you mean you have to eat your words? Because he was very good at the last World Cup.
But I want to tell you, below average, and this is not me just saying it now. Coming out of the last World Cup, I think him was the best, the player with the biggest wow factor. The
most dangerous attacking player.
Me the thing say him was the man where wow me the most. Put it that way.
No man, that you people talk about him now have no skill, Orville. Look here, if you go back and look at the highlights and see him do the two defender them yesterday.
No man, you're not for sell Mbappe.
No,
to
so
me.
he's not a skill like Lionel Messi and he's not flashy like what the one from Brazil name?
Neymar.
No Neymar, the other one who used to play Ronaldinho, and even Neymar too. He's not flashy like them man, you know. And him having enough skills to get by one, two, even three players and cause danger.
He's individually skillful enough. You're correct. Top 3 in the world. Yeah.
All right. Zidane, this video that has been making the rounds. Because I never get finished the program yesterday. So me decide to tune into the game.
Yeah.
With the Craig Butler thing on the ball, where the people are saying, you see it? Have you seen it?
Yeah, man, I've seen the video.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on it?
Not no wrong. It's a regular hard, tough halftime team talk from the coach.
From it. So you would, if it was your son, the player was your son, you wouldn't have any issue with it.
No, he just say, hey, look, Pam, when me attack to you.
Now, was there a hand put on the player?
Yes, his hand touched him in his face.
That's the part.
It is actually not a slap, in my opinion.
That's
and the reason why I bring it to the ear, we've been discussing it even last night. We discussed it.
You know, I never see the slap part. And I never realized that.
There was some hand business towards you.
Jacob, him hand actually going right at the top, like the top of him forehead for the first time. And then both occasions, and the same man, him not swing him and slap him. When him said to him, say, "Alright, look when me talk to you, man."
Yes.
He said he touched him the first time when he talk about turn back the ball and blah blah, and then the youth, you know, kind of look away at what him made, and him reach out him hand and me gonna use the word touch him because it's not a slap. He did not swing it, and everybody knows that me and Craig Butler. Everybody hear me and Craig Butler square off on a program already, you know.
Yeah, I didn't see a swing.
Right, so nobody can come and say about no fan of Craig Butler and thing. Bill Robinson no fan of nobody. See, everybody know that, right? But me look for the thing, and me have my opinion, and we've been discussing it. And me say, Mr. The man, say, you know, say me will bring it on the airwaves and hear what people have to say.
Me not see nothing major with it.
For me personally, if it was my son, I may have two sons that play Manning Cup in the past. And if it was any of my son, I mean, see, me would have nothing to say to the coach. Because you're a man. Yeah. Man, your name. That is all. He said to him, me actually appear to Orville and Zidane, me actually appear attention to what he said more than what he did with his hands, you know. Because me have maintained that him didn't slap him. He was aggressive and rough, and him touched him in an aggressive manner twice in his face.
But the only difference.
Hold on. But me have maintained that it was not actually a slap. You know, box him.
Yes.
See, he was trying to get through to him, and when me listen to words and what him say, when him tell him say, stop, turn back the ball. Me don't want to see you turn back no more ball, right? And then he said, you have the heart of a lion inside of you. You are a warrior inside of you. Wake up and fight. No, you see that? You see when man are deal with me, you have some man, you know, when people deal with him, them with him wilt.
Yeah.
You see me I use me. I saw me why you deal with me. I saw me why you deal with me.
Yeah. You see, let me tell you something though below average. And I have had to deal with teenage boys in a different capacity. You see what Craig Butler said to the youth, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It can have depends on the youth.
One
youth will rise and say, "Our coach, me and some boy." You said that to the wrong boy, I'm shut down for this.
Him shut down. That is true.
So you
which is the one who shut down Orville in weak, you know.
No.
Mentally.
But you have weak youth where you deal with. So for me, it comes down on your relationship with a boy there in particular. And you have to know which boy you can do that with and which one you can't. I don't know
if you realize
that. Well, let me say something, General. Let me say something to that what Orville just said.
Yeah.
You have people who have their own way of doing things. Obviously, because maybe not touching the player, you know. Maybe not actually. For me imagine myself I do something like that, you know. Similar,
no, man, but you make the point.
But probably not actually touching the player.
And my argument is that there are players who you have to deal with like that, and that can lift him game,
player.
but not everybody you can.
Because he
like
realized that his tone went down when he spoke to the other player about.
And hold on, I want to say something. And hold on, Orville. You see, you're right. You know, you're right in a way you're saying that everybody won't take it the same, and some people will wilt and some people will rise.
Right, exactly.
Right? Now, if me say you're a man after me, the way you say you wilt, then clearly you're not to play for my team. You're not a warrior.
No.
But I'm saying to you, Craig understands his players because he spoke to the other one that they were troubling that him read at him, and him say his tone went down. Him say, stop listening to them idiot there. He wasn't shouting as much as he was doing to the others. So maybe he knew.
Below average.
Okay, I didn't know that either, you know.
Below average. You will have a youth when you play a ball and half time come in, and you have to just take him one side and say, big man, what that man? You're bigger baller than them youth. Once you ball him up in front of everybody else,
I grow my trees on them rough. I'm a father grow me rough. When we see it and everybody talk about this, boy, him do you that. Listen, me say if it was my son, and me see the video. Because I might see my ears in box him, and then me might me go, it that I got a problem. When me see the video and see that, it do well. So when you join the army, people, when you join the army, the training after the video worse.
Find out because you don't take my word for it. Me say the youth game up in the second
half. You know, so that me showed me watch the video. Me say me wish me the other game. Me say all the youth.
Yeah, man, he reacted very well.
The second half. Clearly that was a halftime talk.
Yes, it was a very good second half performance.
Then if him, then who to tell maybe my Bill a national player. And as me say, everybody I got people like me just say, yeah man, you can't know say man a Craig Butler. So everybody hear me and Craig Butler on the program already. You don't know me no. One of the man we are now. But when me look on the thing, me just have my own opinion and my own feeling. Just suppose enough of the man who talk to me. And me I say, boy, me not really see a big deal with it. Maybe him shouldn't put him on the youth, but me not see a big deal.
Average. The bottom line is that there are some youths where so you have to deal with them, and there are some youths where you can't.
No, for your man I see if you get dealt with.
No.
For your man I see if you get dealt with. We talk about your warrior.
No man, stop the rubbish, man. There are some youth where you do.
Me I own opinion. All right. Make me hear when I hope some people calling on me with them and say we follow the football. About it.
And as me I say, Zidane, believe me. I mean, you know, if you be in an official capacity to deal with youth, if you know, say some youth are gonna take that and rise, and some youth they deal with them so in front of every other youth, and they gonna shut down. Now, part of the thing of being a coach is to know which is which youth you have to hug him up and say, youth, what this man?
Yes, indeed.
And which other youth you have to talk to in the way Craig talk to him. So because I don't know the youth them, I wouldn't say that is a wrong approach, but I wouldn't say it's a right approach. He would know the team and who you can talk to, different from who you can talk to.
Indeed.
Anyway,
we take the break.
Yeah,
we take the break. We're coming back.
Name it, we have it all. 'Tis the season to be jolly, but it would be hey, as you.
Anyway, Rav man may have a banner or belly for banner. I think you should I know that now.
I mean color.
But we probably need a Craig Butler approach for deal with them Jamaican batsmen. Include my banner. I don't know me now talk now because may have a banner or belly for banner. I think you should I know that now. How did he get out in the first innings, people? First game, this full reverse sweep. The man gone 59. And for no reason at all.
He
reverse sweep out plumb the LBW. He had not played no reverse sweep before that, you know.
And we are cruising at the game.
We are cruising. The man just decides, say, all right, how many do out the first game again? Reverse sweep. But gone 59, we are bust our next reverse sweep. Out LBW. 147.4 from 33.5. Now, at the Craig Butler approach, I get now. Anyway, Ravman is there with who coming next? Maybe Alden Thomas the keeper. So, still not a reasonable position. I could say if we can make some, get another 100 or so.
All right, who we got to know?
Street youth?
Yeah.
Where you say?
Orville.
Where go?
The man, you see, remember say, you see your history. People will jump down by you because, like, you know, remember say Craig Butler have a history, you know me?
Right.
Man, him Sunday kick off already and them things so. The man, they probably be, well, to me, I think him arrogant, so probably that's why. It's a little thing him do them have a zoom in for them.
Yeah, I understand that.
Orville, you see, it's just like, you have some man, you know, Orville, a woman with box him in her face, in her house, like a woman attack in her house and the woman boxing in her face. And the man just say, yo, I look over it. But if him do it out the road, him dead.
Right.
So you see them thing that Zidane, it's when you're in a dressing room, you can lead a man certain way. Remember, see, I youth them, you know, for them a big man, you know, 19, 18, and then people come around and hear you talk to them certain way, brother. When they look up and see all a girl, way, and you know all them virgin them and know, so they're tougher than that. Yo, them, enough of them will pack them back, brother. And on a soft, they're soft.
No, a lot of it depends on the relationship you have with the coach.
So
let us say, you know, say outside of that talk, you and the coach, you're good, you know, get along, him probably give you a bus fee a couple of times, you know. He might be able to get over talking to you like that. While if me and you try that see me out there,
tell we all kind of things.
So sometimes it's a relationship where you have with the youth, where the youth, I say, no man, that man, I really, he might do this to me when I go, him rape me like that, so I can work with that pressure.
Exactly.
So a lot of it depends on you say if you and him now have that kind of history there, and that little good vibes there, And if him is that very sensitive youth, that could be in problem.
It's similar to a teacher in Orville. If you're teaching at champion,
right,
you know that you not necessarily need to react like that to anybody.
Right.
But no, when you teach them a certain school, no, you know, say you can't go with the play thing.
Right.
You're not going to get any good reaction out of this.
Me not understand them thing.
Was Zidane?
Yes.
You know what, Zidane, you know what, like, Jerome Wait them, man. Lenny Hyde them, and me so successful. Me get the chance to go around them enough time for the half-time talk. And like, you have to go close here where man them and say, brother.
Yes.
Them man, me never see them man, they get upset for a player yet. Like, me never yet see it. I don't know. Even Lenny Hyde, come across him more than one time, and man, I do idiotness. And the man frustrated with himself and not with the player. I mean, I said, no, someone do think so, man. I don't know if he in frustration or training, because he has some coaching as Zidane.
A training, them give it to you.
What?
Them wait till training. Yeah, they low you and say, oh, watch me, you're training tomorrow, man. You know you're right.
You try wash your back and your hand, must be playing as Zidane, so me know.
No, you're right, street youth, you're dead right, my boss. You think you get away with the foolishness in the match, my boss, and the man was saying, too much, you know, after the game, you know.
No. But
yes,
no, you try wash your back. And your hand can't go up your amount of pressure you do.
And show straight.
Yo, me must be playing Zidane, so me know.
No, you're correct, my boss.
I experience me attack off, you know. But Orville.
Yeah.
Why, Zidane, you said something still, I mean, I see it in my brother.
Which one?
When I talk about the D Cup, and yo, you see, I don't know if I don't have this aside.
No, Stet's not good. Stet's not good in my boss this year. None at all. None at all. Tell somebody on Facebook the other day. The man them technically poor. But yeah, man.
If me have some youth, see,
from
youth, if me have some youth from June Orville, and them a play, so obviously them have ability to play ball. So if have some youth from June and they come out and play, so nobody have to tell me to left the job, me I resign.
Yeah.
Obviously me can't get them out of the play. Yo, Lenny Hyde, you see Lenny Hyde, no matter how you see Clarendon weak, a ball them a play. You have to beat them. Them a go play a ball, Zidane. So therefore you tell me say them man he come like a pep. Anyway, them got them input and step on the team.
Yeah. So yesterday
have some remember look you the easiest thing to coach Zidane, because we tell them
look you the easiest thing to coach.
Then we tell them about players that them know them not
going to play. It depends on what age you are talking about. Alright,
the cup you them.
No man, no. That's not what teenage.
Teenager, no man. We think them a big man, and they're not a big man yet.
If you are talking about 6 and 8 year olds, make I
agree.
Zidane, the cup nice, you know.
Sweet youth. You know, he's a coach them, my boss. Me I tell you.
Zidane, the cup. No, me I tell you something. The cup nice, you know. When a man realizes
sweet youth. Yeah. I was told by about 5 Mannings people about a number 12 yesterday. Look out for him. At the worst, me ever see a schoolboy footballer playing in a years, my boss.
You know,
he must have run on and give the people the ball. Run on and defend them. Give it the ball.
I number 7 for man.
Not listening. Well, number 7 had a good game.
He's my general, man. One midfielder. But you see, number 5 for Glenmore, I'm not left out to this one either. But, see that? That's it. May I tell you, say, me, yeah, this is something better. A man, I'm technically poor, but, yo, Zidane, if I control
but more top teams are in the Casa Cup this year than the Money Cup.
You know what? Me I watch sets after a season, man, in the Mexico.
Well, guess when we are going to know that? Them have what them call
Champions Cup.
The Champions Cup.
Yeah.
So
we are going
to see the rural teams matching up against the urban teams.
Yeah.
So Zidane.
Yes.
So you're prepared to give Andrew look ratings now.
Andrew Edwards?
Yeah.
Me I go and watch because then me pick for it all, you know. Best not disappoint.
Yeah.
A
KC have. A JC me have, you know. Well, me not see Mona yet, to be honest.
No, JC are the best. JC are the best set of players.
But after the team, I want to say JC are hard for
They are the best set of players, but sometimes I wonder about the coach.
JC plays to Orville and they're bad. But you have to say, Zidane.
Yes.
Then if you put KC in it, and the man they are the help. So you don't have to...
No, man, I'm not the coach. I'm not telling me I'm not the coach again.
I'm my technical director.
Alright, you catch me. You catch me, my boss.
I call the shot.
Alright.
Zidane, you need one love, yeah.
Yeah, man. So me I tap the table. Alright.
Alright, street youth. Big up.
All the command now.
Yeah, man.
Alright, street youth.
Big up yourself.
Alright, so we have box food. Hello. 152 for 4 from 35.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Box food?
No, man, ruin this one.
Oh, ruin
it?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want to forget with Michael Olin and drink wine are the worst thing happening in West Indies cricket.
Well, that is his lowest moment.
West Indies cricket, Michael Olin and drink wine because one man get fired.
Yeah,
I never get the worst thing in West Indies cricket. But Michael Olin and drink wine and Dave Cameron not the president of the West Indies.
Well, you said that is off the field and different from what going on the field.
How you make him get out with them bramble about your dump and St. Diego and other people where attack rubbish?
No, because me think him just said that kind of...
But
then, well, you asked me the
question. Make him get out with them foolish.
You asked me the question. No, Jesus Christ. All right, Rooney, go on, talk.
Yo, my calm down, you know.
Yeah, man, I don't know if you calm down, man.
What we say? We say, yeah, of course, more people will attack rubbish and you make them want to get out with that
No, me think him just said that kind of tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say that, you know.
It never sound like a tongue-in-cheek.
Clearly, Billy wouldn't think that is the lowest moment in West Indies cricket.
Yeah,
but the man and the Roberts and him say, no, that's
I rush him holding.
Yeah, man. Me not think literally, man.
You not think, all right. Why me not think St. Diego really wants them things? They am not really bramble, I understand.
St. Diego have a history of things like that where I am concerned, though. That's different.
Where you are concerned. Anyway, you're going to think to me against you, too. You understand me, right? You know, you're going to think to me I try, what?
Make me hear it, no?
Yeah. We're not going to talk to you. We're going to talk to Zidane.
Oh, Zidane.
You're going to talk to me about Orville?
About me?
Yeah. No. We're going to ask you.
Oh.
All right. You hear what Orville said about Michael Olin and Nikita Miller. And Nikita Miller record for Jamaica, right?
Yes.
No, we're not going to put nothing. We just have to pick a Jamaica team to play against a Barbados or a Antigua or something there. Or a Trinidad team. We have one space. You see me? Jamaica versus the Comma. Who you going to use it on?
The holding.
Michael Olin or
holding.
Who's your best performer for Jamaica?
No, me fact that
who's your best performer for Jamaica?
Hold on, me say me asking the question and my perspective might be different from Orville. I'm saying to you, when I watch regional cricket, no, the batsmen are too poor, my boss. Me not going to pick
No. You want me to give you names and all them things there? Who you going to play against and all them things?
Me going to pick holding. No matter what the criteria for pick the man, me going to pick holding. Over Nikita.
You pick holding?
Yes.
Then you see that me can't.
So go take on Orville about film perspective about how him rank and judge the players.
All right.
Hold it out. We're coming.
Yeah. We're coming. Rooney.
161 for 4 Jamaica after 37 overs. Yeah, Rooney.
Yeah, Rooney. But you know, me not think Orville say not the bramble when him say him go with Nikita Miller based on statistics.
No. Okay. Because we say Nikita Miller is a better performer for Jamaica. You understand?
Based on numbers.
Based on the numbers.
Yeah, so yes. I don't understand what the excitement.
So when me ask you we are going to play for Jamaica, why would you then choose Michael Olin?
Because me think the man them can't play spin none at all nowadays. So me think say it makes the numbers.
So who you play against is real then.
What's it?
So better cricket that I play back in the days then.
I think the batsmen were
so
much more.
So you have better cricketers back then than now.
In the region, yes. They were not in a clear West Indies, no way down at the bottom of the barrel, my boss.
So we can argue, say, well, the people who play back then probably better than the people who now, right? So the man with probably 40 average now would have been probably a 20 average back then. We can argue that then.
You could reasonably argue that, yes.
Can argue. All right, cool. As I say still, I believe you have to go with the man, a record better inner the thing. Jamaica, Nikita Miller would do better than Michael Olin.
Numbers wise, yes. So, no, you can argue that.
As a selector, I'm going to look on it and say Jamaica. I'm going to pick a team for Jamaica.
Yeah.
You understand me? I'm going to look on performance for Jamaica.
Yeah.
I'm going to look on Michael Olin performance. They're not supposed to. I'm going to look on Nikita Miller for Jamaica. I'm going to have a match for Jamaica against a team. Why wouldn't I go with Nikita Miller?
You can, because you can't say the gap is so. You can't say Zidane, even though
it have nothing to do with the gap in it. Just who perform. You understand?
But Rooney, if Nikita did average 24 with the ball, you're not going to take holding. The reason why we argue is because the gap is 16 versus 25. So you know you can argue, say, even though the era stronger for holding, you think the 16 run enough for you go with Nikita. So you can argue that. I don't think there's a bramble point in the argument. I don't understand what the excitement is about.
You don't know why the excitement is. Me said.
No. Me just to understand why Orville would have gone with Michael Olin for Jamaica when Nikita Miller has done what he has done.
Because I can pick the team using two separate parameters.
That's what he's saying. Wait.
No, there's no parameters. I never give Zidane any parameters.
And if you don't give me any parameters,
Jamaica versus a side, I'm going to say you have Michael Lowlin and you have Nikita Miller. Who you going to pick?
If you don't give me any parameters, I'm going to take Holding.
And I'm asking, but Nikita Miller has done better for Jamaica. It
doesn't mean he's a better bowler. So I'm going to pick whom I think is the better bowler generally if you don't give me the parameters. You know? But if once you give me parameters now and say for Jamaica, then it is now a different consideration.
Yeah. Because
Nikita Miller is the better bowler for Jamaica. We're going to play for Jamaica.
It doesn't mean he's the better bowler overall.
He's the better bowler for Jamaica. We're going to play Jamaica cricket. So that is what I now understand. So as I say, I'm listening, I'm here, I understand what you say. I get that. I just don't get why you wouldn't pick Nikita Miller for Jamaica.
Because Holding is the better bowler at a higher level.
But it's not at a higher level where I go. We're talking about Fiji. Jamaica not compare for now.
But if you're a better
play for Jamaica and this one is a better bowler for Jamaica.
Right, I've heard you now. If you are a better West Indies bowler than the man who is a better Jamaican bowler, and because West Indies is at a higher level, and I am going to pick the man whom I think is the better performer on the bigger level.
Oh, you're going to do that. Once you don't give me your cost selectors again. Then
once you don't give
me the job kind of sound very difficult based on how you speak. Then.
But this is comparing two people whenever play at the same time. When your selectors come.
But guess what? They both play for Jamaica.
We're not gonna get it.
We're not get through to you.
No, we're not get through.
When I get you, that's it. That's how you go make get that. You
big up yourself, the great role.
All right.
Who we have now? G-Star?
New York.
Oh, this is Diego.
Why I feel yeah, Ruby. Why talk with is the greatest. It's the greatest show ever. You try to explain to the one why you got to cool. Are you confused? The people that been about.
Me not hear you.
You say, are you confused the people then?
I'm confusing the people. Are you confused?
How can I be confused? I think for myself. I don't listen to why you define the thing. I define my own problem.
No, but are you confused with what I'm saying?
No, Jesus Christ. I'm saying Rooney can't understand a simple thing you try to tell him.
Exactly.
Because you confuse him.
No, but then how I don't confuse you?
Why you confuse me? Boss, me think for myself.
So Rooney not thinking for himself?
Of course not. He's working. Everything they say can do is based on what you did yesterday in your element. You decided to teach. But hold on, give me a chance. Coming down, this 5 minutes we need to respond to some card. I'm still.
Yeah.
All right, so give me a chance, right? First of all, Rooney, you made a good point with Orville them again. Right? This man come, a man celebrate. It's a political position. A man bust him champagne. After the man come out and say money was given to the legendary bowlers. It's done the UTU. How that have to do with low point in West Indies cricket? How no runway thing there?
Because I didn't think he was. I didn't think he was meaning it literally. That's why I'm not.
Okay, so you decide when you want to run it. So So why you never tell him say him do like when you go to the corners?
When you said Shanda Paul for the plant yam down, so I don't think you did mean it, Diego.
So why you never said to him, you are Dave Cameron, brother. You have no credibility. Like, why you never do that then?
No, but remember Billy hardly calling him.
Okay, so you want to encourage him to keep calling.
And what? No. But Billy was not.
Move on.
No, man, no, can't. The settings and stuff. Move on. And that's the show.
There's nothing to debate.
But I am saying that Billy was not bigging up Dave Cameron and other thing. Everything that he said, I agree. He was saying why are people were critical of Dave are no longer critical.
I'm going to ask you a question now.
I think that's fair.
Does Billy have credibility to you with Dave Cameron being his brother?
Based on the things he has said so far, I mean, I said not what him say we could have said is a brother
I'm
position.
asking you a question. Does Billy have credibility? Anyway, when we go, Billy, because you're going to turn it to now Billy aspired in New York, and that's one thing I know about intellectuals who does Zidane and Orville.
Yes.
Same Dave Cameron. I saw him at Sabina win VIP, a drink and I enjoy myself.
You and Dave Cameron?
Of course.
Okay, big up.
At Sabina.
Lovely.
So here's the thing, Zidane, with intellectuals.
Yeah.
They don't have a problem with you agreeing or disagreeing. People don't get it. It's a done stem that I take it personal. Because when at the end of the day, we agree to disagree. And if I see Dave Cameron tomorrow, I hug him up and him come to New York and him aspire.
Yes.
Yeah. With intellectuals, I agree with you. But what if the person not intellectual?
Well, Why are you telling me something I'm not talking about? If I don't you can't talk about the dunce them. I'm talking about the intellectuals.
All right, intellectual.
Jesus Christ.
Why am I not ask you not when you come back to the
I
debate?
take come a little 5 minutes.
All right, I will be quiet from now until your 5 minute done, sir.
Yeah, no, I have a question for you too. So when I get to your question, then you talk.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So what I'm saying to you now, just want you some callers, Orville.
All right.
The next one, no Orville. Let me make him teach them again. I don't even know him name. As if I have a problem with. Okay, I have a problem with words. So are you going to communicate if you don't use words? So let me state it again. If he's listening, wherever you are, sit and listen. My issue, he did a perfect thing yesterday as a teacher. He was in his element. Okay? We as a students at the university listening to him. Now, my argument with Orville is always this. He spends more time debating the English grammar than the sports opinion. That's all I'm saying. So it's not words. So learn and teach something. Yeah. Moving on now, Orville again.
Yes.
If you give me a chance in the bar, some 5 minutes, we get on. I must be the greatest caller to the history of the sports section. Every other call calls Diego Neal. Every other caller calls Diego Neal.
Then Diego, maybe you are the greatest in the history of the sports section.
I have no problem with that. I'm just saying. No, the only difference with me and you know, me don't vex with them. Them free for talk. Because there's no criteria to call a radio show. All right, the next thing I got to know. And this is from a client now, Orville and Zidane. So it's not a debate about Mikey Holden and thing and Nikita. Because the people them are listen and them not have time. And it's not about money. They don't have the passion and the time to sit and wait like Diego just did 45 minutes to talk to you. It's a passion, right? So here's the question. And they want you to answer the question first, Zidane, because they say, you notice you're quiet. Now, Andrew Owens comes to you, Zidane, and says, listen, we're having a war against Trinidad. We're picking a Jamaica team to play against Trinidad. So I want you to pick, but you're down now to 2 players. And you say to him, what criteria should I use, Mr. Owens? And Mr. Owens, in his wisdom, said, listen, all I want you to do, use any criteria you want, but I want you to put Jamaica in the best position to win. So all he wants is choose the player that you think would put Jamaica in the best position to win. Who would you choose between Mikey and Nikita Miller, Zidane?
Holding, the better bowler.
Okay. Orville?
Michael Holding.
All right, this is customized listing. Move on, though. Okay. That's all I'm up for doing, asking the right questions and understand the thing, you know.
Yes.
Let the eye know. My favorite now, you don't know. That man, forget that. Not a lot of people don't know he came to the City University of New York and won a championship after he destroyed my side 77 Calabar and the thing, you know. How was he looking with Clarendon College, Zidane?
Boy, them look awesome, my boss. They look awesome. Let me tell you what I'm very impressed with. Because some of the times teams try to play out, you know, and they are doing it well this year in Doncaster Cup and Manning Cup. But you see the players who are supposed to receive the ball, they don't always get in the right position to give the one with the ball the options to receive the ball. You see, Clarendon College this season, they are perfect at it, my boss, as a schoolboy team. When the player gets the ball, he have about 3-4 options.
But part of the reason for that, you know, is I talked to Lenny when they were qualifying for the Premier League.
That's the club, yeah.
I talked to the Chapter Maroons. That team, and I understand a lot of them play for Clarendon College. A lot of these teams were playing the very highest standard where you can get outside the Premier League, which is the qualifiers for the Premier League.
Yes.
So they were playing, a lot of them were playing high quality football together for a long while. Yes. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, man.
That them doing well.
They're going to be extremely difficult to beat.
Diego, you want the next minute?
One last thing.
No, man. The break comes, so we give you a minute after. Hold on.
All right, Diego, back with you for your minute, your final minute.
All right, Orville will like this one now, because he was the one who introduced it. You know, I heard my grandmother say it in St. Thomas, people don't steal green mango. No, I didn't see that video with Craig Butler, Zidane and Orville.
Right.
But you know, people are going to call me.
Right.
I said, no, I'm going to see it. But listening to below average, and I trust below average, because you know, certain sources you trust based on the years of listening to him talk.
Yes.
Right.
What he's explaining is many coaches do that.
No. It's normal. It's normal, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So why is it though the only time we hear about it is when Craig, as if he's the only one that has done it?
No, but maybe coaches do that, but it is not captured on camera. This one was
That's
a
what I'm
video
asking.
circulated.
Why is Craig Butler always? You have people in the bush just taping Craig Butler.
Well, Craig Butler is box office in Diego in Jamaica, you know.
Yeah.
Yo, what you talking about, Diego? That man is box office, me boy.
Some coach probably are going to do that, but they're going to ensure so nobody know that they have video. Well, no, I don't know. You can stop people from video at a football match at halftime. But some coaches are going to No, some coaches are going to go in a locker room and give it to a youth like that. And ensure so no camera not dead.
But no, well, I can tell you about Craig now. Them mind my family. I grew up with him father and him uncle, you know.
Right.
Craig Butler now, with his personality, he's not a hypocrite. He's not going to hide from people.
No, it's not about hiding.
Yeah, you have some people now, you know, are going to hide, you know. He's not that type. He doesn't have that type of personality. He'll take the licks when it comes. Orville, you know, you have different personalities.
Yeah, but I don't know if you'd call it hiding though. If me decides to me, I go talk to my youth them away, and me decides to me, I go talk to him in one locker room, away from the public. I wouldn't call it hiding.
All right, we said the wrong word. Give me the word, the teacher. You was a professor. Give me the word to use. Man.
You want privacy.
Okay, I agree.
All right.
Well, I see the element. I see the office was here. I say, okay, there you go. He's finally listening to you. He's right now at the university teaching English.
Some coaches are going to do it in private. They're not hiding.
I'm not telling you someone.
All right. Yeah.
But one last thing, knows that. So I can, if I say, is Lenny the best coach in the Costa Cup? You know, I'm specific, and as Orville said the words. Would you have an argument? Is there other coaches that you think is better than Lenny in the Costa Cup?
No, I'm not seeing.
All right, so I'm sorry for them. I'm sorry for the Lenny.
As a matter of fact, me give them the Costa Cup. Me looking forward to seeing them what they go if they can repeat it. Because they are the champions for the Champions Cup, you know, which they pick the best Manning Cup and the Costa Cup teams together. So I wonder if they can repeat.
What about my other favorite coach before I go now? Bradley Stewart, even though he's not really the head, he's the assistant. Manchester.
Me don't see Manchester, but them on course to go through. But them have a big game come Friday.
Bradley can perform miracle. You and I know he did it.
Yeah, man, him know about him technical bad, me boss. Bradley Stewart, one of the better coaches.
Normal one, man. Bradley no normal one.
It's true, man.
All right, Professor and football guru, we'll talk.
All right, Diego, big up.
Yeah.
All right, G Star now. Oh, is that G-Star?
Orville.
Yeah, Mr. P, what's up?
Why, you say, not bad, Zilan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Orville, just before Banner out,
yeah,
I was about to call, you know, say, Jamaica batting coach have a problem, you know, because, all right, Banner was batting, the man a goalie, right? So if he reverse sweep, well, you not call this one now.
No, man, goalie would still be goalie.
Yeah, but...
But him that way I say, but I turn square leg now.
But as a left-hander, so you would call it goalie. And 7 times in the first match, you know, him sweep and don't make a run, you know.
No, man, he got runs from the sweep. Don't exaggerate.
When?
In the first game.
No, all right, couple, right? Yeah. Most of the time, right?
Right.
And then him did it, you know, and then our skipper now, you know, you see this scoop business. But when him got to, you know, upon the middle stump, you know, the man.
I don't mind you firing that sweep shot there if the ball outside your half stump. You know, say, if you miss, you can't out LB. But what a reverse sweep to the dead straight ball. The man gone 59. Clearly, you know, a bat better than everybody else. You know, go on make 100, man. Banner wants to make the Western is one day team, you know, not just the test team, you know. You get a chance to make 100 right, so you know, make it, man.
Yeah. The umpiring is bad enough.
I don't think the umpiring is as bad as we're making it now. A lot of the decisions I'm complaining about are 50-50 decisions.
You have the opportunity.
There hasn't been any howlers so far.
All right. You have the opportunity to watch the match now?
Yeah, I see it now.
All right.
TV not still there.
When Schumann's bull to see it a while ago, when she got two, and the man almost go on his knee, right? Appeal and the umpire said not out. No, you mean, man. If I saw cricket and them either walk off I feel, you know, because upon the middle stump, you know. The umpire said that out. Me say, I want the worst decision that me say.
Yeah. You say one or two things where you say, yeah. You know.
Yeah, but that one them Orville. If you
but I tell you something, at the test level, same decisions them other making. It's just that the people can review
exactly.
Hot spot and all them something. So the umpires, I'm not saying it's great, but it's not as bad as how people are going.
Well, watch this decision a while ago. Me say, if me have anything to evaluate umpire, this man get a 0.
All right, sir.
With tax, yeah, cool.
All right, so we move on to MU. Hello? MU.
What?
Boy, since Zidane here, where you didn't want to take on yesterday.
What, Zidane?
Me there.
Why, my phone is down, boy. It's a different phone me have a use. I never get back your number.
Yes.
When you talk your number so fast, man. I didn't really see sure I try to catch your number. When you talk your number too fast, man.
That's so. Boy, them pressure about that all the while.
Yeah. Yeah, so my thing is, you see how me ball a big tour.
Who's that?
What do you mean by who's that?
Your ball not done, my boss. I think it's a new ball you jump.
Yeah, I say.
Yeah.
See that? My ball do something where he should have get a couple match well. See? He don't get a one match off. And right away, him the back in his side. You know, see that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
So that's making
so
big.
The club respect him. So they have to talk to the coach.
Then the whole heap of jersey seal, they get when Ronaldo is at your club, man. Even though he might misbehave, you know what? Just run him with so when him bringing so much money for the club.
Yeah,
but he was wrong. He was wrong the other day, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying no wrong, but anybody would have get frustrated because as him say, the coach has said him in an implant and you can't say you have a man in the implant.
No, man, Ronaldo needs to understand that he's nowhere close to the player he wants, so he's not an automatic selection. And I'm going to rub some bench and get some 3 or 4 minutes in a game.
So when Messi rub the bench, what do you think I say that?
When Messi rub bench?
Messi rub the bench when he just stop here.
No, sir.
Messi rub couple bench.
No, my boss.
Zidane. Pochettino the bench Messi.
No, brother. Well. What are you talking about, man? MU?
Alright, sir.
No, so that never happened to him.
Alright, MU, you make a squeeze up the next one?
Yeah, man.
Alright,
big up.
MU says squeeze the next one. NDR.
Hey, good evening, gentlemen.
What's up?
Over there. 2 things quickly. Highgate is 11 years old. Yeah, I started watching football the other day. I don't know how him skip past everybody else who ever kick a football and comparing Kevin De Bruyne to Maradona.
I tell you.
Highgate, if you want to see good passing, you can check David Beckham, Guti from Real Madrid, Riquelme, and then you can say, all right, Kevin De Bruyne is there somewhere. In the next thing now. Go ahead.
But he was trying to make the point that it's because people romanticize the World Cup and Maradona did well at the very, very well at the World Cup. I mean, I tried to explain to Highgate, say, Maradona was the best player at the Under-17 World Cup in 1979. And Maradona is the coach decides, say, yo, the pressure got too high, make Maradona make the 78 side. So Maradona a big baller from him a teenager in world football.
And
he was brilliant in Argentina in club games in Argentina at 16 and 17 years old. So I get that wrong, my boss.
Yeah, and if you want to see Maradona, there's a 40-minute video on YouTube of Maradona. So Maradona clips for Napoli. The man was like...
I get that's not rate the man. Long before the man had that 86 World Cup, the man was the most expensive footballer in the world.
Yes.
You know? So Highgate think at 86
no,
make people rate him. The man was the most expensive baller from 83, 84, the man got Barcelona. You know?
Yeah.
But we understand Highgate. It's an anti-Maradona man.
What 86 did was make them say, no man, are the greatest thing this ever. Up there with Pele.
Yeah. Before 86, he was regarded as among the best players in the world.
Football. Yeah.
But after 86, them say no. Not only we think you're among the best in the world, no, we think you're one of the best of all time. But Highgate not get that.
Simple thing. If why one whole city in Italy we don't want to worship a man, even in Argentina, them have this man. God,
good point. They didn't worship him in Italy because of what he did for Argentina. You're right. That's another good point.
Yeah, for Napoli, right? The man is.
And while he's no Messi in terms of goals, you know, in those days, he used to get him fair share of goals for league type in league runs, you know. He was a top scorer in Argentina many times for his club teams, you know.
Definitely, man. There's no doubt that Maradona is godlike in terms of football.
Yeah, man. The second greatest ever, man.
So if anybody should be compared to him, I should be near godlike.
No, man, it's true, man.
Yeah, man.
But then I get for us go study and watch some more, man. That's how I get need for to watch some more full games. Maybe I get us go watch some highlights. I get need to go watch some full games, more games with Mario.
And watch other players. And I tell you, I don't think Kevin De Bruyne have the range like David Beckham or have the touches like Guti and Riquelme in terms of passing. So he's good, but him not godlike either in a passing. And the next thing before the time run out, we have a good show going. And we uproot a caller like Garvey and them stuff there. I just want to try to touch on more sporting things like the F1 and the baseball. So people can get some more people to come chime in instead of the Michael Holden thing. They can't, like, it's beyond me. Give me a headache.
Yeah, but no, man. What we need is more people. Call and talk him NFL, yes. And a man call and talk him as race, and a man call under them things. So, yeah, if they are, what you say, Formula One people out there and baseball people,
you call us, man.
Don't call and educate with them, man. Yeah. What we don't know, we don't know.
What you can do to him is like, say Lewis Hamilton lose, so I wonder what going with him.
No. I have tried on this program to start topics, and nobody no call about it.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Like more people get unrooted, because for me, I am a sports fanatic, but it's not everything I can get. So it's nice if somebody can come on and say, "Yo, this is why Hamilton now perform. This is why baseball the right."
But when Hamilton in the news, we discuss it, do you know, caller?
Yeah.
True. But Max gone with the title this year, and even the last race in US, Max beat him on the last lap, and more really want to know why such a great driver just underperformed now. Some people saying it's his car and something have a better car.
Verstappen, yeah.
Like, them dynamics I don't really understand. So like how Garvey can tell us, yo, this is why Tom Brady not great and Jesus wept and all sorts of things. I mean, I like somebody can come elaborate some more. So that is just my...
What the name again? NDR.
Every time I get the foolishness, I call that.
Oh, it's you, NDR. All right, NDR.
All right.
Yeah,
cool, big up. All right, that's it. Yeah, man. All right, thanks to Oster Hoyt, the technical operator, Anthony Nicholas Burford, the producer, Sean Grant, who was very quiet today. I'm not so sure why, if he's under the weather or not. Thanks to, most importantly, the listeners and the callers. Join us tomorrow, same place, same time, all over again. Until then, have yourselves a great evening.
That's the Sports Desk for today.